Coming up after ABC News, the Hy-Vee pregame show with Bryce, Ladwig, and Josh Boelter leads us in to Bucks football against the Brookings Bobcats. It's time for the playoffs and it's time to enjoy. Thank you all for sticking with me this week on YHS Nation. Until next time, I want you all to stay safe, be good people. We're out.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
From ABC News, I'm Daria Albinger. Calls for the head of a state police force to resign. Brent Cross, whose child was killed in the Uvalde school shooting, reminding the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, Steve McCraw, that he said he'd retire if his department was found at fault.
Listen, you can get irritated all you want. I lost my damn son. Your anger is not going to outmatch mine, man.
But McCraw says the department didn't fail the community.
I don't expect ever to forgiveness. I don't expect, anything at all except, what you feel right now.
And investigations found officers waited more than an hour before they entered the school. President Biden promoting what he says is the largest single private investment in jobs in U.S. history.
President in upstate New York, hit hard by companies outsourcing manufacturing overseas. Mr. Biden saying the recently passed Computer Chips Act helped computer chip maker Micron pledge to hire thousands of New York workers.
$100 billion over the next 20 years.
President Biden saying that one chip maker building in the U.S. will help future-proof thousands of American businesses. Andy Field, ABC News.
A Tennessee man who dragged a police officer into a mob of rioters during the January 6th attack has been sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. Judge Amy Berman Jackson says Albuquerque Cosperhead was responsible for one of the darkest acts on one of the nation's darkest days. Pediatricians warning about the triple-demic of COVID, the flu, and RSV.
It's not really three things, in fact, that we're dealing with in hospitals. So yes, there's COVID. Yes, there's the start of flu season. We have RSV, but we also have parainfluenza, rhinovirus, enterovirus, adenovirus, and not to mention the mental health issues that our kids are experiencing as a result of the pandemic.
ABC's Dr. John Brownstein. You're listening to ABC News.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Weekly jobless claims are up.
The unrevised figure of 214,000 initial applications for unemployment benefits was 3,000 above the figure from the previous week. The less volatile 4-week moving average also has shown an increase. Still, jobless claims are about 100,000 lower than they were at this time last year.
ABC's Jim Ryan. A wildfire that destroyed nearly 1,100 homes and businesses in Boulder County, Colorado last year caused more than $2 billion in losses. The state's insurance commissioner says that makes the Marshall Fire Colorado's costliest in history. A social media challenge possibly behind a recent fatal car accident.
It's called the Kia Challenge on TikTok. Thieves using a USB cord to turn on the ignition and steal older model Kia or Hyundais that still use a key to start. The challenge is blamed on numerous car thefts across the country and most recently a deadly crash in Buffalo Monday that killed 4 teens, left another hospitalized and the driver under arrest.
We have began to see a sharp increase in the number of Kias locally that have been stolen.
Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Grimalia, TikTok is urging users to report videos or any content relating to the challenge so it can be removed immediately. Derek Dennis, ABC News.
The National Labor Relations Board has filed a complaint accusing Amazon CEO Andy Jassy of violating labor laws for stating in interviews that workers are better off without a union. Amazon can settle or go before a judge. This is ABC News.
Finding the right Medicare plan? Oof, no easy feat. Kind of like those dances my granddaughter loves making me do. But then I found Walgreens FindRx coverage. Lets you compare plans online, over the phone, or in person. Made Medicare shopping so easy. Plus, I found plans with low-cost copays. I can get down with that. Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th. Find a plan that's right for you at walgreens.com/Medicare.
Just forward for the pylon. Yankton touchdown.
Put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown.
Gets the handoff and is brought down behind the line by Yankton. Yankton touchdown. Brought down right at the 20. The bowling ball gets into the end zone. The touchdown, Yankton.
You are listening to Bucks Football on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Mason Schramm and the Move Group, Hedro, Avera, Truxedo, Culligan Water, USD Athletics, 1919 Root Beer, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, Buell's Cleaners, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, H&R Block, Top Notch Cleaners, the UPS Store, Yankton Medical Clinic, Hy-Vee, Olson's Pest Technicians, Gerstner Oil, Vision Care Associates, MT and RC Smith Insurance, First Dakota National Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, First National Bank of Omaha, Sherco.
Now, let's go to the field with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Bucks football, Bryce Ladwig.
It's playoff time here from Crane-Youngworth Field. Yankton Bucks football on the air. KYNT, KYNTV. I'm Bryce Ladwig, joined by Josh Boelter here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with Help a Smile in every aisle. The 5-4 Yankton Bucks, the fourth seed. Jeez, Josh. Wow, good start to this. We forgot the seed we are. Fourth seed, hosting fifth-seeded Brookings, also 5-4 on the season. Here in the quarterfinal round of the Class 11 AA playoffs. And, Josh, the rain just now lifted over the turf here at Crane-Youngworth Field. It's a wet one out there.
Yeah, lots of rain this afternoon. Like you were kind of telling me before the game, though, 50% chance at about kickoff. Maybe about 8 o'clock. It's going to go down to about a 40% chance. So hopefully it should clear up. But, like you said, you're kind of messed up some numbers there. A lot of 4s and 5s in this one, so that's part of it. But it's going to be an exciting matchup here tonight.
Yankton, the road to the playoffs. Here we'll go over their schedule. We'll start with Brookings. It's going to go over their entire season. And they opened up the season hosting Watertown. They took a victory 26-3. They lost to Pierre. And then they went on a 3-game win streak, defeating Huron on the road, Spearfish at home, Douglas on the road, and then lost to Yankton in Brookings 38-27, snapping a 5-game win streak over Yankton. Brookings still 4-1 over the last 5. Yankton really had that monkey on the shoulder. We talked about it up in Brookings, and there's going to be another tough rematch here tonight versus these two teams. They always have good matchups, Josh. It's just been going in Brookings' favor more often than not, except for the last matchup.
Yeah, and last time these two teams played, like you said, up in Brookings, it's kind of a crazy matchup. Yankton got out to a quick start in that one, forced a couple turnovers, got up 21-0, and then by half, Brookings had rallied, and then Yankton was able to pull away there in the second half, but really just kind of a back-and-forth contest where one team would have all the momentum, and then a quarter later it would completely flip. So it's going to be interesting to see if maybe both teams can be a little more consistent with each other, and I feel like we'll get a very similar result where these two teams are going to be neck and neck with each other all night.
They lost at Aberdeen then the following week, lost versus Harrisburg on the road, did defeat Mitchell at home 35-21 the last week of the season. The Yankton Bucks started the season off very strong, a 3-0 start, defeating Mitchell on the road, Spearfish on the road, Watertown at home, and then they dropped at Pierre 55-10. And Josh, we talk every week since then, just kind of that little bit of a mental scar that may have left on this Yankton Bucks psyche going forward throughout the rest of the season. They went down the field early. They scored, had it called back. They were on the 4-yard line. Somehow ended up having to punt on that drive due to penalties. And then the rest of the night just spiraled downhill for the Bucks. And that's just a game that whenever it gets brought up, the coaches just want to forget about it as soon as possible. But all roads right now are leading probably to appear as they are hosting A-seeded Sturgis in their quarterfinal matchup. And obviously, if they take care of business, which I would presume they would, barring a huge upset, all roads are leading back to the state capitol. But it's one of those things where the Yankton Bucks need to focus on the here and now tonight versus a team that is not an easy draw for your opening round. A very evenly matched team in the Brookings Bobcats. And I'll continue on their schedule here. They also lost to T at home, the number 2 team in the state. And we were talking, Josh, a little bit before the mics went hot here in the KYNT booze at Crane-Youngworth Field, that may have been the best performance from the Yankton Bucks this season. Just ended up as a loss, 38-28.
Right, a couple unfortunate breaks in that one, a couple missteps in that second half. But Yankton really was with T all the way. I know it ended a 10-point game, but that was a one-score game with 2 minutes left where T just kind of broke a play loose and scored a touchdown after being up 3. But really a hard-fought battle there. It's going to be interesting to see if Yankton can play like that, they've got a chance to do some damage here in the playoffs.
And then they have they went to Brookings and defeated Brookings, as we already mentioned. Traveled to Sioux Falls Roosevelt, lost that one 34-29. They were just a couple plays away from defeating an 11 AAA opponent. That would have been a big victory for the Bucks, but nonetheless in the loss column. And then the toughest loss of the season is one of those classics, Josh. You weren't in the booth that night, but one of the games that the Bucks feel like they should have had, and that was Aberdeen, losing that one 29-7. And then they defeated Huron last week in dominating fashion. Really nice setup entering the playoffs, defeating Huron 42-14 to effectively end Huron's season. So that is how these teams got here. But let's look at the tail of the tape. Points per game average, Yankton 30.9 throughout the year. Brookings 21.7. And then Yankton holding their opponents to 23.3. Brookings 22.1. However, these following stats are in Brookings' favor. Yankton has allowed an average of 221 rush yards on the ground per game, and that is a huge number. But to Yankton's credit, a lot of those, and I talk on the coach's corner, Josh, to defensive coordinator Justin Olson about this every week, it seems, but Yankton's had some bad performances defensively, sure, but it's been overall, those yards have seemed to have been inside the 20s. Yeah. It's a lot of long gains in the middle of the field, but once the team reaches the red zone, Yankton for the most part, has really been but not broken.
Yeah, and there's a couple games there that skew a little bit of those averages as well. But, it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep that going here. They really, I feel like, had a good season defensively and played a lot of great games. You saw it last week against Huron where they really stepped up in a game where we thought Huron was going to come out and try to run the ball. They ended up throwing it 40-plus times, and Yankton did a pretty good job of stopping last week and kind of getting back on track on defense.
And Yankton has struggled against the wing offense this season, but it's seen it enough this year. They had 3 straight games where they saw the wing offense. Brookings, obviously, one of those teams. So the benefit, Josh, is they have seen each other before, but that goes both ways. Super linebacker Jackson Eck, who, by the way, just committed to Idaho, to the Vandals, to continue his football career for Brookings. He'll be patrolling that linebacking area again, and he leads the team in tackles for Brookings. And then don't forget, Josh, we talked about him a lot, Caleb Lohr, the 16 sacks on the season for Brookings, coming off the edge. Very dangerous defensive lineman. He'll be getting extra attention from the up back for Yankton. A lot of times that's Matthew Sheldon, so see that matchup. But we'll talk about all that as we get into the key player of the game, as well as the vision of the game, all coming up here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. We will send it to a break, but I want to thank a few of our Sportscaster partners. America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Boston Shoes to Boots. Footwear expert since 1915, Boston Shoes to Boots carries high-quality work boots, casual, athletic, and dress shoes for men and women. Located at 3rd and Broadway or bostonshoestoboots.com. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is your home for Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is the stop to make any time of the day. Enjoy breakfast items, made-to-order sandwiches, burgers, and more from the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Daily $5 meal specials are from 11 to 7, and find convenient on-the-go meal offerings and select grocery staples, including fresh produce and fresh bakery items, too. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
This is Mary Pat Byerly. I'm a lifelong Republican, but every election I still do my homework to pick the best candidate for Yankton. This year, that candidate is State Representative Ryan Schwach. Ryan is a new father who works hard and treats people fairly. Ryan shows respect by listening to all of us. Please join me and many other Republicans to send Ryan Schwach back to Pierre so he can continue working for all of us.
Re-elect Representative Ryan Schwach.
Paid for by Ryan Schwach for South Dakota.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Attorney General Mark Vargo here, talking about sweepstakes scams. We all want to receive that call that says we've won a sweepstakes, and scammers know this. If you receive a call or an email saying you've won, but you need to pay taxes by placing money on a gift card or by mailing cash, it's a scam. It is illegal to ask for funds up front for taxes, tariffs, or customs. If you've been victimized by this scam, please reach out to my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Support a local business that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, Triple Time Rudy's. At Triple Time Rudy's, you get that local friendly feel and also a unique offering of products. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers, plus quality fuel products too. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-ups and convenience needs. Pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Vote by absentee now or on November 8th for Gene Hunoff, State Senate, District 18.
When the game is on the line, you want your most experienced players on the field, right? I'm Gene Hunoff. Like football, experience is very important in the South Dakota Senate. We have a lot of issues to work on next January, like the impact of inflation on local economic development, Second Amendment rights, Medicaid, and value-added agriculture. Keep me in the game. Vote Gene Hunoff.
Paid for by Gene Hunoff for Senate.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter here at Crane-Youngworth Field. It is playoff football time here. Yankton Bucks hosting the Brookings Bobcats. Let's jump into our standings review brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. And obviously, Josh, the standings are done, but let's check out the 11AA playoff bracket. And go ahead and start with Pierre, the number one team in the state, hosting AC to Sturgis Brown. That's up at Hollister Field in the state capitol tonight. Of course, fourth-seeded Yankton Bucks hosting Brookings, the fifth seed. Second seeded T area hosting 7th seed Watertown. There's 11 minutes left in the first. That one is underway. Aberdeen Central has jumped out to a 13-0 lead over Spearfish. Aberdeen the 3 seed, Spearfish the 6 seed. 4 minutes left in the first. That is your standings review for 11 AA. Again, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm. Let's get into our out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota.
Yeah, let's head right to the quarterfinal of the 11 AAA state playoffs. Sioux Falls Jefferson, the 1 seed, up 35-7 on the 8 seed Sioux Falls Washington right now. Taking a look here, Brandon Valley will be headed to Sioux Falls Lincoln for a 4-5 matchup. That starts at 7:30 tonight. O'Gorman trails 7-6 right now against Rapid City Stevens in a 2-7 matchup. That's 4 minutes left in the first. And Harrisburg and Sioux Falls Roosevelt are tied at 0 with 8 minutes left in the first. Look at 11 single A. All their matchups are happening tonight as well. Del Rapids versus Lennox. That's a 1-8 matchup. Sioux Falls Christian versus Dakota Valley in the 4-5. The 2 seed West Central will be hosting Madison, and the 3 seed Beersford will be playing Canton tonight. Those are all 7 p.m. kickoffs. In 11B, looking at quarterfinal action, winner is trailing to Dual, the 8 seed right now, 8-0 with 10 minutes left in the first. Taking a look at other action here in 11B, 4 seed Mount Vernon Plankington will be facing McCook Central Montrose. That's at 7 p.m. Aberdeen Roncalli tied with Hot Springs at 0 with 7 minutes left in the first. That's a 2-7 matchup. And the 3 seed Elk Point Jefferson is up 14-0 over Redfield with 1 minute left in the first. Moving over to 9 AA. All these matchups will be taking place at 7 p.m. tonight. It'll be 1 seed Wall hosting Bonham, the 4 seed Hamlin facing Hanson, Elkton Lake Benton facing Freeman, Marion Freeman Arcade at 7. That's a 2-7 matchup. Howard versus Parkston. That's a 3-6 matchup. And that's at 9 AA. Moving to 9A. Warner will be facing Canastota tonight at 7. All these matchups, there is one that is live right now. But in the 4-5 matchup, the Harding County Bison are taking on Phillip. That'll be at 7. Currently up 6-0 is the 2 seed Lyman over Castlewood, the 7 seed. 3 minutes left in the first. And the 3 seed Gregory will be facing Wolsey Wessington at 7 here in 9A. Moving to 9B, it is Herod Selby area over Avon right now, 8-0 with 11 minutes left in the first. Sully Buttes taking on Irene Wakanda. That's tied at 0 with 11 left in the first. Hitchcock Tulare versus Del Rapids St. Mary. That's at 7. And Kadoka area taking on DeSmet. That's at 7 p.m. as well. So a lot of playoff action going on here tonight. And we do apologize for that. That is actually Freeman Academy. You know, abbreviations. It was a really weird abbreviation.
You're naming a lot of schools.
Yeah.
And I get it.
I feel like I read for like 10 minutes there, but it's fun. A lot of playoff action going on tonight. And, of course, we got more right here.
Well, after this week, it'll be half of the amount of teams going into next week. That's how that works. So it's always fun to see all 7 classes of South Dakota High School football have all their playoffs underway. And looking forward to looking at some exciting scores at halftime as well as in the post game. Hopefully you stick around. After the final whistle, we find out everything that's been going on across the state of South Dakota. Thanks to our Sportscaster partners, J&H Cleaning, Carpet, Upholstery, Area Rugs, Air Ducts, Dryer Vents, Power Washing, and Janitorial Services for businesses. Dirty doesn't stand a chance. If it's dirty, J&H can clean it. Check out jhcleaningsd.com. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And finally, Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. We'll take another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Come back and continue leading you ever closer to the 11 AA quarterfinal matchup. Brookings Bobcats versus the Yankton Bucks here from Crane-Youngworth Field on KYNT and KYNTV.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Wieners. There's no better way to tip off your party than with Sheboygan Natural Casing Wieners, all beef hot dogs, or cocktail smokies. Make your party a slam dunk. Put some Sheboygan on the table. Available at your favorite local grocer and produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
You may not think of the flu as a serious disease, but complications can lead to severe illness, hospitalization, even death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu vaccine every year. Yankton Medical Clinic is offering flu shots by appointment only. Call today to schedule your flu shot or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com/flu to learn more. Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season. Get your flu shot today. So much care, so close to home.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by F&BO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by F&BO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
Are you having a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Checkers is open every day of the week to satisfy you. That's right, enjoy Checkers daily and catch all the sports action. And every Monday night, get $5 cheeseburgers and fries. So grab your friends, bring your family, and head on down to Checkers. Open 11 to 11 daily. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill on Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
Cold weather means you need to warm up your fan gear.
And if you're a fan of the Bucks and Gazelles,
or Mount Marty Lancers,
JJ Benji's has a storeroom full of Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancers apparel ready to wear.
long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, quarter zip pullovers, jackets, and hats.
You'll stay warm on those cold nights traveling to games and sitting in the stands.
With Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancers gear at JJ Benji's.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in the Meridian District, Yankton.
In the lab or up on stage, Mount Marty University has a place for you. From athletes and artists to academics and alumni, together we cheer each other on and work to make a difference in the lives of those around us. Show your spirit at a university that celebrates what makes us different. Schedule a tour at Mount Marty University by visiting mountmarty.edu or calling 605-668-1545.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter here from Crane-Youngworth Field. The 11AA quarterfinal matchup. Brookings Bobcats in town take on the Yankton Bucks. And it's time to get into our colors of the game, brought to you by Buell's Cleaners, offering dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street, Yankton. And Josh, I am going to go ahead and do Brookings, but there's a reason I want you to do Yankton. You know what that is. But Brookings in their road whites, red helmets, and that black outline of letters and numbers. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, and for the hometown Bucks, it's the all-black jerseys once again here tonight. We saw these last week against Huron. They're 2-0 in these uniforms this season. They're going to try to keep that going here tonight. It's black jerseys, black pants, white numbers with the red helmet. So once again, the black uniforms making a third appearance here for the season.
So the comp I finally made for how you look when you see the Yankton Bucks come out of the tunnel with their black uniforms. It's happened 3 times this year. Is the equivalent to when I bring my daughter a juice box.
Yes.
You know, your eyes just get really big and you get really excited and it's kind of happy. And I just like seeing that energy over there, Josh.
To be clear, do you get excited or does Kirby get excited when you bring the
Oh,
or juice box?
Kirby gets excited. So, no, but that's your colors of the game. Fans of the game brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. 5 cents off each gallon of fuel on Saturdays. Just say you were a fan of KYNT or KYNTV. And a good crowd coming in so far. I am not quite sure on the crowd tonight, Josh. I would say Yankton, the most loyal fans in the state, and there will be people at Crane-Youngworth Field. There's never a doubt, but it is not good weather conditions tonight, and this might be a lot of people opting to maybe curl up under the fire and watch this on KYNTV.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be 40s with a little bit of wet weather with some rain. I'll be honest with you, this is my least favorite kind of weather. I'd rather have like 5 degrees and snowing than this, but either way, you know.
That was Josh Boelter that said that, not Bryce Ladwig.
But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, Bucks fans will be out here as always, and they're already starting to fill in plenty of time here before the game gets started, but already starting to fill in here at Crane-Youngworth Field.
Appreciate those listening on KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450, our free KYNT mobile app, or on our website, KYNT1450.com. But thank you for watching on KYNTV. If that's the route you took, you never have to miss the Yankton action again. KYNTV is on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, on our website as well, and its very own smart TV app on Roku and Apple TV devices. Download or subscribe today to ensure you are always watching Yankton's home stream. And special shout out to those watching at Finney's Sports Bar, the official KYNTV watch party location, with more TVs and a new improved menu. Bring your friends and family to Finney's for every game. We're going to go ahead and take another break here, come back, and we will have our pregame coach interview brought to you by 1919 Root Beer. And we're getting closer, folks, to 11 AA quarterfinal playoffs here at Crane-Youngworth Field, the Brookings Bobcats, the Yankton Bucks, all here on KYNT and KYNTV.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests, Olson Pest Technicians can treat and cure them. Right now, they can provide grain fumigation on the farm and do one-shots for homes to keep pests out for the winter. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KIL-BUGS.
I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. Whether you've sustained a new injury, had a recent surgery, or tired of lingering pain you experience from simple, everyday tasks, physical therapy could be the solution. At Overland Rehab, we'll create a physical therapy plan for your health needs and goals. Contact us today for convenient appointments in 8 locations in Northeast Nebraska and 1 right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Cenex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast. Maybe most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Cenex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please move forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more. Are you looking to get your career moving? Then Truxedo Bed Covers is looking for you. Truxedo of Yankton has immediate openings for first, second, and third shifts and offers weekly pay, full benefits package with paid time off, paid holidays, a team-oriented atmosphere, climate-controlled work environment, and pay starting at $19.75 an hour. If you're ready to join the Truxedo team, visit truxedo.com/careers and apply today. Truxedo is a real truck company and equal opportunity employer.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. First Chiropractic Centers, whole health with hands-on healing, with offices in Yankton, Scotland, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we see patients from 1 to 101.
Come experience our gentle touch while you relax in our massage chairs and watch TV. Patients are loving our new digital scanner. No more ooey gooey gaggy impressions.
We'd love to meet you, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 665-2530 to make an appointment. Elwood Family Dental Care, where we take care of the entire family.
Welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Bryce Ladwig. It's time for our pregame coach interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in large cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. This coach's interview is actually a couple of segments spliced together from the Coach's Corner this past Saturday, because I was able to catch up with Coach Brady Muth and defensive coordinator Justin Olson, get their takes on the Huron matchup really quick, as well as this matchup here tonight versus the Brookings Bobcats. We'll jump right in. Here is a couple of segments of that conversation.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Huron real quick first. 543 yards total offense. Everything was clicking for Yankton's offense, rushing, passing. Rugby went off for 5 touchdowns, or get a hand in 5 touchdowns. However you want to take it, Coach Muth.
I mean, the numbers were good, and I think Rugg would like his completion percentage probably be a little bit higher, but some of those were smart plays where you're dumping it out of bounds just to live another down. So numbers are good. There are some things that we'd like to clean up. The 2 turnovers are 2 big ones. Still like to be a little bit better on third down and in big plays, like, for instance, and it was right away, but off that block punt, you want to come away with 6 on that, not 3. But I mean, I was tickled pink to be able to take points there at all, but still, those are the kind of things we got to clean up. And so, impressive night and fun night, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Each of you have one preview question for Brookings. Obviously, it's a team that you've seen already this season. I'd say, if you just look in the grand scheme, at least probably the best victory of the year so far. And just but they're going to be looking at that same film you guys are. So what are some adjustments the defense is going to be making?
We were very excited they made some adjustments on offense to make their offense a little more effective, and it's going to be tough. They're going to have 3 horses in the back field running the football. Not easy guys to take down, so we're going to have to really gang tackle and be really physical. That's going to be our stressing point, I think, for this week coming up. Is we got to be more physical than they are, and just get your read and just go. And it's going to take all 11. It's going to take everybody, more than 11, because we have more than 11. Our depth is back, so we're going to roll some guys in and just try to keep them fresh. And that's going to be our keys for Brookings coming here, and hopefully we have all that energy at Crane that'll help these guys out. But physicality, Bryce, is going to be is what we need a little more of, even against Brookings compared to the last game even that we played.
And Coach Booth, other side of the ball.
You know, again, it's really a question of physicality. Brookings isn't going to do anything too fancy as far as what they're going to give us defensively, but everything's going to be very sound. Jackson Eck at linebacker is one of the best linebackers in the state, and so he's the guy that we're going to have to make sure that we're aware. We know where he's at. He's going to make his plays. We can't allow those other guys to make too much of an impact on what we're doing offensively, and so the big part is Rugg's going to have to make sure he gets the ball in the right spot. They're going to play. I mean, if they stick to the game plan, and we were getting a pretty good grasp of what's going on there, but if they stick to what they've shown us, they like to play zone coverage, and they know their spots on the field where they're supposed to be. We just have to make sure that we understand where we've got leverage and put the ball in those spots.
That was a couple segments from the Coach's Corner show this past Saturday morning. Make sure you tune in Saturday morning for the Coach's Corner. Starts around 9:05 a.m. KYNT and KYNTV. The coaches will talk about this matchup, win or loss, and I hope you can join us. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. We'll be back on your home for Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Presented by First Premier Bank, the Coyote football team will host Missouri State Saturday, November 5th, and tickets are available now. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock. It's Military Appreciation Day in the Dakota Dome. All active military members and veterans will get 2 free tickets. Military vehicles will be on display in Coyote Alley. Join the fun and secure your seat at goyotes.com. We are South Dakota.
Hey Yankton, Hedro is excited to announce we have new wages. General production, entry level, now starting at $17 an hour, and entry level cast house starting at $18.75, with skilled positions even higher. Dollar shift differential as well. We offer day one benefits and monthly profit sharing with a variety of shifts available. Go to jobs.hedro.com, search Yankton. That's jobs.hedro.com, search Yankton, or call Evie 605-668-2344.
Education. That is one of our core values here at Missouri River Associates. Just making a sale is not our number one priority here. Our office is here to educate you on your choices in the insurance world. We are here to guide you in making the right choice for you, your family, or your business. Our agents are honest and transparent with you on your coverages. Let one of our agents show you your options today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Buying or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you may make in your lifetime. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm ready to help guide you with professional advice from before the listing until after the close. Not only will you get real estate knowledge, but also we provide moving boxes and an enclosed courtesy trailer to help make the move just a little easier. Call me today at 664-5555.
Exciting news, Yankton area. Amazon Delivery is hiring. Amazon Delivery is searching for drivers to deliver packages in the Yankton area. You must be 18 years or older with a valid driver's license and pass an Amazon background check. Work for a company with competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and job security. If you are interested in becoming an Amazon Delivery driver, please contact Yankton Computer at 605-664-2222 to find out more and to fill out an application today.
SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab in Yankton has a newer, research-based mindset when it comes to treating musculoskeletal aches and pains. We take the time to figure out where the pain is coming from and educate our patients on what they can do to improve their functional range of motion. We administer a range of treatments and preventative approaches that are customized to each individual patient and their health goals. Visit us on our website at swatchiropracticandrehab.com. When you need to feel better, visit SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab out by the lake on West Highway 52.
Yankton is thriving. This is Nancy Wenandy of Yankton Thrive. We've improved our quality of life in Yankton with projects like the Aquatic Center and Mount Marty Fieldhouse. We've addressed housing issues with the Westbrook Estates development. And to grow our workforce, we've conducted virtual job fairs, recruitment marketing, and offered scholarship opportunities for careers in our high-need areas. Yes, Yankton is thriving thanks to all the great people and companies that make Yankton their home. For more on Yankton Thrive, go to yanktonsd.com.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce, Ladwig, Josh Boelter here from Crane-Youngworth, the old Brookings Bobcats, taking on the Yankton Bucks Class 11 AA quarterfinal round, Josh, and you start to feel a little bit more of that playoff atmosphere.
Yeah, it really is. Crowd's starting to file in here. This is a big game. This is a 4-5 matchup. This is literally in the seeding as close as it gets here in the first round. So this is, this is predicted to be the closest matchup of the first round. I'm really excited for it. And these are two teams with a lot of history here in Class 11 AA, in ESD, and just with each other. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It really is a big fight feel.
Kind of a matchup analysis pretty much doesn't change with the rain, Josh, except emphasis on ball security becomes a focal point for both teams with the wetness on the field. But Yankton, I don't know, and what is your opinion on if they're going to really go through the air? They have a spread offense. They like to have rugby air it out, as well as a very balanced diet of runs up the middle. But I don't know. It hasn't started raining here in the last 45 minutes or so, and how dry can this field get?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Last time we saw this Bucks team play with a lot of rain, it was against Watertown, and they actually dropped back and threw it a good amount. Now, what they would like to do is they like to roll out rugby, throw it in the flat a lot, or maybe even you'll see some bubble screens, but I won't rule it out of the equation. I think it just kind of depends on what the Bucks want to do with that, as well as if the ground game's working, and that's going to be a big factor as well. And I think we need to talk about, of course, last time these two teams played, Gavin Swanson wasn't dressed. He was injured, and now he is back, and that's going to be key for this Yankton team today.
Key player of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. Well, I think it's going to have to be Rumblin' Rugby Riken, just because he was our Hy-Vee offensive player of the game last week, and various outlets, media outlets, Josh, he has been their player of the week and play of the week and things throughout the week. He really just he's had an amazing season as a whole, but last week really was something else. 5 touchdowns, he had a hand in, and 199 yards in the air, 147 on the ground, just one heck of a game. And if he can perform like that, then Yankton can, in fact, start looking forward to the next round. But everyone will have to gather around rugby tonight, but he is our key player of the game.
Yeah, and, he's so big last week. Dual threat to the max. He really can get it done both ways. You look at 20 touchdowns passing on the air, 10 rushing touchdowns. He really is just one of those ultimate dual threat quarterbacks, and he's so key to what Yankton does, whether that's through the air or his ability to improvise on the ground.
May have buried the lead with this next one. Vision of the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Josh.
Yeah, right there. I think it's going to be Rugby Riken with both the run and the pass. He can get it done both ways. And once again, one of his greatest assets is that when a play is breaking down, he knows how to either extend it to find somebody down the field or extend it and run out of the pocket and try to get some yards. And we saw that a lot last week with a couple big touchdowns on plays that weren't necessarily runs that he turned into big runs. They were passes that he turned into runs, I should say, and he took them both to the house. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, and I think that's going to be key. And other than that, I look on the defensive side, stopping the run. This Brookings team loves to run the ball. Yankton's giving up 221 rushing yards per game. If Yankton can control that, I think they've got a real chance.
And I'm going to go over some stats because the entire regular season has concluded. But on the season, Rugby Riken, 60% completion through the air, 2,154 yards passing, 20 passing touchdowns, 582 rushing yards, bringing home just under 65 per game on the ground, and then 10 rushing touchdowns as well. Gavin Swanson, the lead rusher for Yankton, despite having missed time in the season, as you alluded to earlier. 2 rushing touchdowns, 518 on the ground, 3 receiving touchdowns, and even 5 tackles, as he has slipped into the defensive ranks at times as well. A lead tackler for Yankton, and this really is kind of an entire group, but Charlie Foote, 63 tackles, 3 sacks, and then on the other side of the linebacking core, Shaler Platt, he has 50 tackles, 3 sacks as well, and an interception. And, of course, Matthew Sheldon has gotten in there. He's missed some time, but he's already caught up. It hasn't taken him much time, Josh. 40 tackles on the year already. These Yankton linebackers have been so important to the Yankton Bucks. They don't have a very big defensive line, a very tough as nails defensive line. I'm trying to give them credit, but undersized compared to the rest of the class. and they've done their job to let the Yankton linebackers fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and and this really is one of the best position groups in the state, in my opinion. They do a great job with their assignments and flying to the football, and it's never just one. You'll always see a couple bucks there getting to the football, especially from that linebacking crew, and whether it's Platt or Foote or just whoever in that Kamshoff, Swanson at times, it's Sheldon as well. It really is just incredible to see. And notice how I just kept saying their names after name after name. They really do a great job in that linebacking crew.
And then for Brookings defense, we mentioned them earlier in the pregame show, but Jackson Eck, the 6-foot senior for Brookings, one of the best linebackers in the state. He is an Idaho Vandals commit for football. And then you have probably the best defensive pass rusher in the Class 11 AA at the very least, Caleb Lohr, the 6-foot, 200-pound senior for Brookings. We've seen him when we were up in Brookings, Josh, flip to both left edge and right edge, and he can shut it down on both sides. So Yankton will have their hands full throughout the night. I want to thank a few of our Sportscaster partners before our next break. Thanks to Aztec, Colberg Pioneers changed names to Aztec, and change can be a good thing. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus, wage and benefits, plus walk-in interviews. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company, DeSmet Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. And One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. We have your starting lineups around the corner here on the Hy-Vee pregame show on KYNT, KYNTV.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Do you have dry, sore, or irritated eyes? If so, you may have dry eye. At Vision Care Associates, we offer a simple, fast, and non-surgical procedure to treat black glands in your eyelids that can help your eyes to feel comfortable again. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Fieser to find out about dry eye treatment with our newest technology.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
It's that time of year again, and Yankton Rexall recommends you protect yourself from the flu bug by getting a flu shot from our pharmacy. Hi, this is Michael. Stop in anytime Monday through Friday and receive your seasonal flu shot. No prescription or appointment necessary. We'll even bill Medicare or insurance for those eligible. Stop in and let us protect you from the flu bug this season. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is the stop to make any time of the day. Enjoy breakfast items, made-to-order sandwiches, burgers, and more from the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Daily $5 meal specials are from 11 to 7, and find convenient on-the-go meal offerings and select grocery staples, including fresh produce and fresh bakery items, too. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
This is Mary Pat Byerly. I'm a lifelong Republican, but every election I still do my homework to pick the best candidate for Yankton. This year, that candidate is State Representative Ryan Schwach. Ryan is a new father who works hard and treats people fairly. Ryan shows respect by listening to all of us. Please join me and many other Republicans to send Ryan Schwach back to Pierre so he can continue working for all of us.
Re-elect Representative Ryan Schwach.
Paid for by Ryan Schwach for South Dakota.
Attorney General Mark Vargo here, talking about sweepstakes scams. We all want to receive that call that says we've won a sweepstakes, and scammers know this. If you receive a call or an email saying you've won, but you need to pay taxes by placing money on a gift card or by mailing cash, it's a scam. It is illegal to ask for funds up front for taxes, tariffs, or customs. If you've been victimized by this scam, please reach out to my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Vote by absentee now or on November 8th for Gene Hunoff, State Senate, District 18.
When the game is on the line, you want your most experienced players on the field, right? I'm Gene Hunoff. Like football, experience is very important in the South Dakota Senate. We have a lot of issues to work on next January, like the impact of inflation on local economic development, Second Amendment rights, Medicaid, and value-added agriculture. Keep me in the game. Vote Gene Hunoff.
Paid for by Gene Hunoff for Senate.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. It's time for our starting lineups, brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, Whole Health with hands-on healing. Josh.
Yeah, let's go again and start here. We're going to take a look at the Brookings offense. At quarterback, it's 160-pound senior Justin Kofel. At wide receiver, they have 155-pound sophomore Daggy Thomas. At fullback, 190-pound senior Israel Cauldron. At running back, they have a couple of seniors, 170-pound Ryan Bauman and 185-pound senior Tyson Brandt. At tight end, 185-pound senior Jackson Hoffman. Now moving to the offensive line, starting at left tackle, it's a 250-pound junior Malachi Ramsey. At left guard, 180-pound sophomore Andrew Hahn. At center, 215-pound senior James Olson. At right guard, 190-pound junior Luke Hansen. And at right tackle, a 200-pound senior Caleb Lower. Moving over to the Brookings defense, 216-pound senior Carter Wright, 285-pound senior Daniel Klug, and once again a 200-pound senior with 16 sacks on the season, Caleb Lauer. At linebacker, you have a 215-pound senior Jackson Echt, a 185-pound senior Jackson Hoffman, 190-pound senior Israel Cauldron, and 175-pound junior Ethan Houtman. And the defense in the secondary, you have a defense back sophomore, 155 pounds Charlie Bisgard, 160-pound senior Justin Kofel, 185-pound senior Tyson Brandt, 160-pound senior Rashay Rogers. Moving over to special teams, taking care of kickoffs and punts will be number 36, Jared Erickson. At kick return, it's going to be a combination of Will Conrad and Rashay Rogers. At punt return, it's going to be number 21, Will Conrad. At taking care of field goals will be number 36, Jared Erickson. Long snapper, number 15, Ryan Bauman. And the holder is Justin Kofel. Moving over to the Yankton Bucks, starting with the Yankton offense. Signal caller, 175-pound senior, number 14, Rugby Riken. At receiver, you're going to have a 195-pound junior senior Cody Oswald, 170-pound senior Tyler Solar, as well as a 150-pound junior in Austin Goebel. At running back, you have 195-pound senior Gavin Swanson, and at the fullback H-back position, you have a 205-pound sophomore Matthew Sheldon. At tight end, you have a 205-pound junior Tucker Gilmore, and on the offensive line, you have a 230-pound junior Caden Wavernick. At left guard, 225-pound sophomore Bryce Picorni, a 255-pound senior at center in Dominic Antrobus. At right guard, a 275-pound junior in Daly LaPointe, and at right tackle, 225-pound senior in Luke Bernardo. Moving over to the defensive line here. At defensive tackle, you've got 215-pound junior Tyson Prouty. At nose tackle, a 310-pound senior in Cason Storr. And also at defensive tackle, 220-pound freshman in Peyton Eustace. At linebacker, you have 205-pound sophomore Matthew Sheldon, 185-pound junior in Shaler Platt, and 195-pound senior in Charlie Foote. At safety, you got 185-pound junior in Lucas Kamshoff. At that hybrid money position, as Coach Muth calls it, you have 195-pound senior Cody Oswald. At corner, you have 160-pound senior Mac Riken and 170-pound senior Cooper Grotenheis. At free safety, 170-pound senior in Rainer Roig. Taking care of kicking and punting will be number 7, Trevor Paulson, the senior. Kickoff returns will be Austin Goebel and Evan Sirk. Punt return will be a combination of Cody Oswald and Tyler Solar. And taking care of extra points and field goals once again is Trevor Paulson. Long snapper Charlie Foote.
Thank you, Josh Boelter. Tonight, coaches of the game, Brady Clark coaches the Brookings Bobcats. Yankton, coached by head coach Brady Muth, defensive coordinator Justin Olson, offensive coordinator Terry Huber, Brandon Kolpitz, a special teams coordinator, assisted by Matt Decker, Dan Schwach, and Jason Savvy. Tonight's officials are brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the field. Jason Reisdorfer, Darren Martina, CJ Pickett, Joe Kleinschmidt, and Josh Benz. And we just had the coin flip here. See if Brookings will receive the ball to begin the half. So Yankton always likes to defer. Josh, we just saw it right there.
Yeah, once again, that's always nice. You get that opportunity to get the ball in the first half, or at the beginning of the second half, whether you're up or down, you kind of can know what you can do on offense to start there, getting that ball in the second half. And, you're going to get an early look at this Yankton defense. It's going to be really interesting to see here how they can respond on the first drive.
Folks, this is 11 AA quarterfinal playoff football from Crane-Youngworth Field. 5-4 Brookings Bobcats, the 5th seed, taking on 4th seed and 5-4 the Yankton Bucks. These two teams have met once earlier this season. Yankton came on top 38-27 in Brookings. They have to defend their home turf tonight at historic Crane-Youngworth Field. Beautiful crowd in the stands. A little chilly. We just opened the window, but wouldn't have it any other way. It is October, and it is playoff football time as Trevor Paulson and the Yankton Bucks will set the ball up on the tee. And we're just about started here at KYNT and KYNTV. Any last second thoughts, Josh?
Let's get it going. It's playoff football, first round here. Can't ask for anything better. Yankton, Brookings, playoffs, big-time football. Let's go.
Back to receive for the Brookings Bobcats, Will Conrad and Rashay Rogers. Trevor Paulson, of course, to boot it. Yankton, one of the best special teams units in the state. They have really had some excellent moments this season and have actually really affected the game in more ways than one. But one of the best legs in the state, and I'm just going to go ahead and say the best leg in the state, Trevor Paulson out to kickoff for Yankton. Moving right to left on your screen or listening device, and it is time as there is a line drive kick picked up at the 20 by one of the upbacks and is brought down right at the 31-yard line. Trenton Jerky in on the tackle. That'll be his 9th tackle of the season. And that is where it's actually Jay Salacek in on the tackle and his 4th tackle on the year. And Brookings will be setting up right on the 32-yard line to get this game started.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see a little bit of a line drive kick there. You don't see that a ton from Trevor Paulson, but kind of saw it on that one right there.
Yeah, usually the houses right outside Crane get nervous, but. All right, Koffel, the quarterback. In the shotgun, of course, Brookings runs that wing offense, so we'll be correcting ourselves on the runner all night long as it goes. And run right up the middle. Yankton there to meet him. It was Matthew Sheldon in on the tackle. Gain of about a yard on the play. And on that carry was, I believe, Spencer Bacher.
Yeah, right there, Bacher on that one. Not much going. Like you said, Sheldon hit the hole, kept it to a yard. That's what Yankton's going to have to do all night if they want to have success on defense.
And Koffel again now in the shotgun. Has Conrad to his immediate right. Sends runner in motion. And actually it is Israel Cauldron who gets the call right off the left tackle. Gets to about the 36-yard line. Gain of a couple more for Brookings. That will bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and how about Lucas Kamshoff there on the edge, being able to make a nice play and force a 3rd and middle to long here on 3rd and 6.
And the Brookings, of course, doesn't run an up-tempo offense. They definitely huddle up. That actually could be good for Yankton's defense. We've seen a couple times, Josh, this year, Yankton's defense gets run down by these long drives.
Yeah, and, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But Brookings as well likes to run a lot of motion with it, too. They like to swing that here, as you see, right?
More motion, and a quick pitch back out to the quarterback. Toss downfield, going to the left side, and hits Mac Riken in the back. But he'll count that as a breakup, as we all should. They'll bring up 4th down for Brookings. Matt Reagan focused on staying with his man all the way down the left sideline into the Yankton 30-yard territory, and he kept with him.
Yeah, how about the flea flicker there from Brookings? Nice job by Riken to keep track there. Didn't lose anything. He kind of recognized receivers going out of deep play. Able to make the play with his helmet and force a quick 3-and-out here for the Bobcats.
And out to punt for Brookings is Jared Erickson. Cody Oswald back to return for Yankton on the Yankton 35. And nice boot. Cody will call for a fair catch, and we'll have it right at the Yankton 32-yard line. That's where Yankton will set up shop. Again, moving right to left on your screen or listening device. This will be the Yankton's first offensive drive of the game.
Yeah, good field position to start here and about the 32-yard line. You know, it's not as great as the last time these two teams played. Yankton started inside their own, or the Brookings 20 last time doing a turnover, but this is pretty good too. They'll take this, especially with getting that 3-and-out to start.
Gavin Swanson, the lone back. Rugby in the shotgun. Waves Tyler Solar in motion, far side to near side of the field. Hand up to Swanson. Goes up the left tackle. He has some open space. Gets to the 40. Lowers the shoulder pads and just the bowling ball in for a Yankton first down right off the bat. And the chains will move. That's a Yankton Bucks first down as it is slowed down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and Swanson there read the hole off the left side and then laid his shoulder and got the quick first down.
Rugby takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking for Cody Oswald. Has him open at the Brookings 40. Turns upfield and will be slowed down at the Brookings 36, maybe the 37, after 21-yard passing completion.
Yeah, nice play there. Riken to Oswald. Big first down. Once again, Bucks moving the sticks early on.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Gavin Swanson, the lone back in the backfield, right behind Rugby. Tyler Solar in motion near the far side. Handoff to Swanson. Swanson tries to go right up the middle. Is met by a host of Bobcats, but does get about 2 or 3 yards on the carry. He's always dependable, Josh, for at least 3.
Yeah, and that's the key. You want to get at least anywhere from 3 to 5 yards in every run play. If you can get that, you're sitting with a lot of success on the night.
2nd and 6. Rugby takes snap. It's a quarterback keeper, and he tries to get out to that right edge on the right hash marks. Is spun down to the turf right on top of the 30-yard line. Be a gain of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, nice little run there once again by Rugby. Riken there. Get a little bit closer here to this first down.
3rd and 3. Two receivers to the left. Tyler Solar in motion into the slot. Rugby takes a snap, rolls to the near side, looking to pass downfield, tries to escape some pressure. I think we're going to have a holding going on Yankton. Rugby now scrambles out to his right, trying to find some room, and will be brought down just behind the sticks, but I think we're going to have a holding going on Yankton.
Yeah, and now Brookings actually has an interesting choice here that will make it 4th down from about the 32-yard line. I know Trevor Paulson's got a good leg, but that's a heck of a field goal if Yankton wants to try that early on in this one.
Always go for the record, Josh. And I remind people, Trevor Paulson did go for the record against Huron, and it was blocked, unfortunately, but had a good conversation with Coach Brady Hale about that one, and we'll see what they're doing here on the field. Do you see what they're placing this thing?
Offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
They are going to accept a penalty, 10-yard holding penalty. Repeat 3rd down, but now the ball will be placed at the Brookings 42. 3rd and 16 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, not a bad choice at all there. 4th, 3rd long. Now if you're Coach Smuth, you got to think if you can get some positive yards in this, you might be able to go for it on 4th.
Trips receivers to the right, one to the left. Rugby takes a snap. He's looking to pass down the left side. Has some room. Nice blocking by Yankees offensive line. Rolls to his right. Will tuck and keep. Nice juke move. Gets to the 30 and rumbling Rugby Riken just short of the first down marker. And I say just short, Josh, by about a yard or maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, nice little run there by Riken. He improvised maybe a yard and a half there. It's about a gain of 15.
And they're going to go for it. So it is 4th and 1 for the Bucks. And Rugby takes a snap, handoff to Swanson. Swanson will have the Yankton Bucks first down, and nice push from his offensive line. Gives him a couple extra yards after the sticks. That's the Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, nice run there by Swanson. Really set the tone early, get that first down, and move the chains. Or move the change.
And so a fresh set of downs for the Bucks, and a quick toss out to Gavin Swanson. He has a corner collapsing on him, will be behind the lines, or maybe just reaching the original line of scrimmage. He got the toss out from Rugby, but that entire left side of the line had collapsed in on itself, and he had Bobcats in every which direction. And they're going to give him a gain of 1 yard. So when he reached the near side, he was able to lunge forward. It is now 2nd and 9 for Yankton. Trips receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rugby takes a snap. Looking to pass out to the flat to Gavin Swanson. Swanson lowers the shoulder pads, absolutely just rolls over a Bobcat right at the 10-yard line. And that one actually hurt my shoulder a little bit, Josh, but he got the yardage he wanted of 13.
Yeah, nice little check down there to Swanson. Swanson lays a little bit of a boomstick at the end there for the first down.
Yankton keeps on moving. They are in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone. Gavin Swanson with the carry. He's inside the 5 and spun down to the turf. It will now be 2nd and see where they're going to have like 2nd and 2, I believe. Yeah, 2nd and 3, the official marker. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball right on top of the Brookings 4-yard line. Rugby, the snap, the pass toward the corner to Cody Oswald. He brings it in. You can put 6 up on the board. The Wizard of Oz brings it in on the far back pylon. Nice toss from Rumble Rugby Riken. Yankton with an early 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
And what a balanced drive from the Bucks. They did it in both ways. They were able to throw the ball with success and run the ball with success. And it really was just a back and forth, beautiful sequence of plays there for the Bucks. And once again, like you said, put 6 on the board early here in this one.
And Trevor Paulson, only 1 missed extra point all season, looking to continue that perfection, or near perfection. Nice snap, nice hold, nice boot, 7-0. Yankton leading, 7:46 to go in the first quarter. And that Midwest Insurance Agency red zone, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company. The Smet Farm Mutual Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. That was also the first scoring drive of the game for Yankton, brought to you by Gerstner Oil. For your daily fill-ups and your convenience needs, pull in a Triple Time Rudy's today. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, come back with Yankton kicking off to the Bobcats. Yankton 7, Brookings nothing here at Crane-Youngworth Field.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
7-0 lead for the Yankton Bucks over the Brookings Bobcats here in the Class 11 AA quarterfinal matchup. 7:46 to go here in the first quarter. And that first quarter is brought to you by First Dakota National Bank as well as the UPS store. Trevor Paulson to kick for Yankton. Back to return, Will Conrad, Rashay Rogers. And that is a normal Trevor Paulson boot as it will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Brookings will take over on their own 20.
Bobcats take over, first down, 10 yards to go at the 20-yard line.
That was a nice start for Yankton getting on the board on that opening drive. That's something they have struggled with, or at least consistently throughout the season, is scoring on their opening drive. It just really sets a tone.
Yeah, and, it really did set the tone, like you said. Run and the pass both had success. And same on defense, forcing a 3-out to get started here. Really just a perfect start if your coach Brady moved.
And now you have the Brookings Bobcats coming out in their wing offense. Cauldron in the backfield with Koffel. Man set in motion, and we will have a false start going on Brookings right out of the bat. And this will back up the Bobcats.
Yeah, and penalties are so huge for an offense like this, where they are all about rhythm and keeping a formula of running the ball. And when you go back 5 yards to start a drive, that's just not what they want here on offense.
So now it'll be Brookings at the 15-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Bobcats. In chilly night here at Crane. The rain has gone away at least, Josh, but now there's just an extra chill in the air. And this is playoff football in October.
Yeah, I was going to say, welcome to fall weather here in South Dakota. But, yeah, no, it really has. At least the rain stopped. That is a bonus or a plus.
And the offensive line shifting around for Brookings. And is Koffel back to pass, and on an outside route off the hands of Tyson Brandt, the 6-foot senior, is incomplete pass hitting the turf here at Crane. To be second and 15 now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and Yankton might have avoided a little bit of disaster there. Brandt was open and had a blocker down the field. That could have been dangerous.
But Yankton will take it. And Brookings, it's just night and day, Josh, when we're calling the Brookings offense versus the Yankton offense, and all for different reasons. Everyone has different styles, but Yankton, that up-tempo, and the Brookings huddling up every play. The tempo is just night and day.
Yeah, it really is. It's just crazy to see the different types of schemes and how opposite they are.
Koffel gets the snap in the shotgun, pass out, and another incomplete pass. I think a little bit of a miscommunication for Brookings, as Israel Cauldron was the intended target, but I don't think Cauldron realizes he was the target. His back was to the entire play.
Yeah, Yankton did a good job of bringing some pressure on that side, which really kind of interrupted Koffel from trying to throw that swing pass, and he had to try to sail it over, and just kind of missed Cauldron on that one.
It's now Koffel back with a runner to his immediate left. Two receivers to the left, one to the right here on the near side. Brookings moving left to right on your screen or listening device. Koffel back to pass again. This time downfield, Mac Reagan trying to go in and break it up, and he does. It's a Mac attack. Mac Reagan will force fourth down with the Yankton Bucks. And another nice defensive stop for the team in black tonight. Of course, Yankton in their all blacks. And why not, Josh? We mentioned they are undefeated this season in the black uniforms, so why not keep it alive?
Yeah, you know, in this defense, they keep playing like this in the black jerseys. Might as well let them. But once again, we talked about that penalty at the beginning of the drive. Really threw Brookings off the rhythm, threw the ball 3 times. Not something they like to do, and it really just kind of was a big help here for the Bucks on that drive.
And Erickson with the punt in his own end zone. It's a roller. Cody Oswald will let it die on its own, and it will die on the Yankton 41-yard line. That is where Yankton will set up for their second offensive drive of the game. First one ended up in a touchdown. It was a nice corner pass to Cody Oswald in the far back pylon. And let's see if we have some similar plays up the sleeve of offensive coordinator Terry Huber here tonight.
Yeah, and the key is you want to try to get up multiple scores on a team like Brookings. They want their bread and butter. What they want to do, their MO, is run the ball. If you can get up multiple touchdowns on a team that likes to run the ball, that's very difficult for them to try to stick to what they want to do.
And Rugby takes the snap, pass out to the flat in the near side of Tyler Solar. He has a block and gets to the Yankton 49-yard line, maybe even the 50. I think they're going to give him that extra yard reaching forward. So the ball right at midfield for Yankton. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Bucks.
And that's such a well-designed bubble screen play on that one. Really only one guy that Solar had to make miss.
Two receivers to the right, Rugby the snap. He's looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, finds a little bit of a gap, and a quick pump fake. Now rolls out to the corner. Quick juke move and be forced out of bounds in Brookings territory at the Brookings 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice little scramble there by Reichen. He didn't have a ton. The only thing I kind of saw was maybe a swing out to Swanson, but he's able to improvise and get the first.
Enough for a Yankton, a Bucks first down. And two running backs in the backfield with Rugby now, one to each side. He has Austin Goebel in motion, far to near side. Two receivers on the left. Rugby in the pocket, 2 pass, steps up a little bit. Nice toss out to Tucker Gilmore, reaches up with his right hand and just off of his fingertips. And the ball dies right at the 20. And you have to imagine, Josh, I don't know how much it's a smaller cast this week, but how much the cast has to do with that.
Yeah, that's a tough throw and catch to make, with it being in kind of a deeper throw, as well as almost a timing route when you're trying to hit one of those corner type of areas. Almost came down with that one, though.
And Goebel now in motion near the far side. Rugby. 2 pass, getting a nice protection, and toss to Tucker Gilmore. He brings this one in at the 40, turns upfield, and is able to fight for a few extra yards. Will be slowed down at the Brookings 37.
Yeah, nice little pass there. Looks about the 37, 38-yard line. And now all of a sudden, Yankton right back on schedule here.
6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead for Yankton. 3rd and 4 for the Bucks. Gavin Swanson, the handoff, has to lunge forward for the first down marker. Brookings says they stopped him. Yankton says they have it. We'll see. And they're going to move the chains enough for Yankton Bucks first down. He just got enough.
Yeah, nice run there by Swanson. He's doing a great job of lowering that shoulder and forcing the Brookings defense to tackle him forward, and it's working out well for him tonight. He's got another first down.
Trips receivers to the right, another handoff to Swanson. Goes right up the middle. Nice blocking by Yankton. Will have enough for the 30-yard line mark, and that will cut the line to gain in half. It's now 2nd and 5 for the Bucks.
And that's so key. That's really what you want to do on first down. You saw it right there.
And Rugby again. 2 receivers each side. Pocket collapses around him. Tucker Gilmore has it at the 15. Cuts to the 10 to the 5. Lunges forward. Touchdown, Yankton. No, they're going to say he's just short. I thought he got in there, Josh, right across the goal line, but we're talking inches away from the end zone.
That's so tough to tell. I couldn't tell. I thought maybe he reached the ball across, but they're going to call him down at the 1. Either way, though, they went back to that pass on that last incomplete.
The one that went off his
Gilmore.
fingertips, yeah.
And it worked that time. Nice play.
All right, power formation. Rugby now. Gets a snap, goes out to the left side, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Yankton. You can put 6 upon the board. Yankton now leads 13-0. 5:40 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice run there. You see that power formation that they like to run with Riken. And all of a sudden, this Yankton offense, getting it done both ways, in the run, in the pass, saw it once again, and Yankton punches into an early 13-0 lead.
And now we have Lucas Kamshoff yelling at the sideline. I think they may be missing a player. And they will have another Yankton Buck join the special teams unit for the extra point. Nice snap, nice hole, and a nice boot. 14-0 lead for the Yankton Bucks. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Again, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank as well as the UPS store. We'll be back with the Yankton kickoff from Crane-Youngworth Field as the Class 11 AA quarterfinals.
You may not think of the flu as a serious disease, but complications can lead to severe illness, hospitalization, even death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu vaccine every year. Yankton Medical Clinic is offering flu shots by appointment only. Call today to schedule your flu shot or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com/flu to learn more. Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season. Get your flu shot today. So much care, so close to home.
Couple of really nice plays there, Josh, to get into the end zone for Yankton. Obviously, the power formation run we see almost every week, but Tucker Gilmore with a big reception and almost a very identical play to the one that went off his fingertips earlier in the drive got Yankton down to the inch line.
Yeah, and the offense for the Bucks has done such a good job with balance today. They've been getting it done with the run game as well as in the pass, and it's just been going really well here for the Bucks on both sides of the ball.
Usual suspects back to return for Brookings, Will Conrad and Rashay Rogers. Trevor Paulson to boot for the Bucks. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter, and a line drive kick right to a kick returner on the near side. Cuts up to the middle of the field, brought down right at the 25-yard line. And see which one that actually was.
I think it was Will Conrad. Might have been in there and catching it, but I'm not sure who made the tackle. They're saying Ladwig over the PA here at Crane.
Jay Ladwig has had an excellent varsity campaign this season. Obviously, the majority of his snaps have come in the JV season, but we first really started hearing his name actually in Brookings. Now that I'm thinking about it, he had a lot of special teams plays, and I'm looking forward to seeing his career continue with the Yankton Bucks. Koffel in the shotgun. Takes a snap, quarterback keeper, and Turf Monster, I believe, trips him up right outside the left tackle and is down right at the 25.5-yard line.
Yeah, lost about a half yard on that one. Nice play there by the Bucks defense. Once again, though, that's that quarterback power that they had success with last time in Brookings. But that time, Yankton able to adjust to it for a gain of no yards.
And actually, I don't think that was a Turf Monster. I think that was just wetness on the field from the monsoon that happened in Yankton earlier today. And I think we're going to see a little bit of that as the night goes on. It has Koffel in the shotgun. I believe Calderon to his immediate left. And a handoff to Jackson Eck. And Eck able to grind forward to about the Brookings 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Nice gain of about 4 yards in the play.
Yeah, they're going to want to cut the sticks in half there as they did on that one. And all of a sudden about a third manageable here for Brookings.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Bobcats. As Koffel will get the signal from his sideline, relay it to his huddle. He does a nice job of slowing down Brookings, especially shutting down the passing attack. And we did not expect to see a passing attack here tonight, but that's what we're getting. Koffel back to pass again, and this time it is completed to Jackson Hoffman. Has plenty of room, gets to the Yankton territory, all the way to the Yankton 37-yard line. Here on the near side of the field, he had blockers all the way.
Yeah, nice play there by Brookings. They're able to find a man open, and he had a big run on that one for about a 38, 39-yard play. Excuse me, 30-yard play down to about the 38.
3:55 to go in the first quarter. It's been a fast-moving quarter. And you have Koffel again. Calderon to his immediate right. Sends a man in motion from that wing offense. It is a handoff going right off the middle. Tyson Brandt slowed down after a yard gain on the right hash marks. Peyton Eustace, I believe, in on the tackle. It was Case in Store.
Yeah, and this Yankton run defense has done a really good job early in this one, and it really has showed, especially for this defense. That's actually the first down Brookings has had in this contest, was that really big pass play.
And now Brookings back. Ball at the 36-yard line. Koffel back to pass. And he does have Jackson Eck on the near side to the 10, to the 5. And Jackson Eck in for the Brookings score. But half of the Yankton sideline is waving this one back. I don't think they have that power, Josh, but I think this may be coming back.
Yeah, there's a flag down on the field. I think this might be a block in the back. Going to be interesting to see what they call.
And waiting on the official call here.
During the run, block in the back. Offense number 16.
So a block in the back going on Brookings. And that will still be a first down, though, as it is a spot foul.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Bobcats.
And Josh, right there, what did you see on that play? I saw that Eck, really obviously a great athlete, but he had plenty of blockers, and it was just kind of like just a train of Bobcats on the near sideline.
Yeah, just maybe got a little bit too behind there. You got to watch out with your hands on that, and unfortunately was just trying to come in and make a play.
Koffel back to a pass, and incomplete pass intended for Tyson Brandt, a little too tall and behind. Nice job by the Yankton secondary of coming in and out of the box to cover the secondary. Has made middle of the field passes difficult for Koffel.
Yeah, they really have done a nice job on that. Maybe got caught sleeping once on this drive, but other than that, the Yankton defense has done a good job in all facets. In the pass game, you're starting to see it too.
And now you have Koffel, quarterback for the Brookings Bobcats, directing traffic. And now a quick pitch out. It is to Calderon. Calderon slowed up after a few yards and brought it down by Cody Oswald. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, nice play there by the Yankton defense. Once again, if you look in the box there, they had 9 guys in the box there playing inside, really committed to stopping the run on that play.
2:20 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 8 for Brookings. Ball on the Yankton 21. Now Koffel. Back to pass. He has Jackson Eck wide open in the middle of the field. Tucker Gilmore tried to get there, as well as Rainer Roig. But that is a Brookings Bobcats touchdown. And Josh, I mean wide open.
Yeah, I was surprised Koffel didn't almost see him earlier. Eck was, like you said, wide open. And it's one of those where he just kind of snuck off the edge of the line there and was able to sneak and really just find his way in the end zone wide open, like you said.
14-6 now the score. Yankton is still with the lead, but Brookings trying to cut that right in half here with an extra point attempt. And kind of a high snap. And kick still down, and the kick from Jared Erickson is good. It is 14-7. Yankton still with the lead, and Yankton to receive when we come back in 1 minute from Crane-Youngworth Field. Again, Yankton 14, Brookings 7.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by FNBO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
Welcome back to Crane-Youngworth Field. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. And Yankton leading by a score. And Yankton's defense overall, Josh, has done a nice job. There was one big play to Jackson Eck that kind of led us to that score, and then a Jackson Eck touchdown. And we said he was dangerous on the defensive side of the ball. I guess we forgot to talk about him offensively.
Yeah, and he's made an impact so far. Yankton bringing a lot of guys in to stop the run. The problem with that is, though, they're leaving a lot of lanes open in the passing game there on that drive. Going to maybe have to adjust to that. But overall, Yankton defense playing well so far.
Austin Goble back to return. Did touch it. Has to return within the 10-yard line. And puts on the afterburners. Nowhere to go. And is spun down right at the 16-yard line. I think it was one of those situations, Josh, where Goble did have to actually return it because that ball was dying within like the 5-yard line, but he touched it, and then I think he went back for it. And just by the time he realized he had to move upfield, there was a host of Bobcats waiting for him.
Yeah, and Goble really did the best he could there to get as many yards out of that as he could, and he did a good job getting that up to about the 16-yard line.
Two receivers each side. Yankton has it on their own 16. Minute 59 to go in the first. Yankton leads by 7. Robbie Reichen to a pass, fires a bullet for Cody Oswald, and Oswald drops it right at the 21-yard line. It was a low throw, but still want Oswald to bring that one in.
Yeah, low throw, but catchable, like you said. A little bit of heat on it from Rugby, but once again, that was fairly open. Got to come up with those.
Two receivers to the right. And now Rugby rolls to his right to Tyler Solar. Downfield has it at the 30 and is tackled out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. That'll be enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. The surefire hands of Tyler Solar.
Yeah, Solar really has been incredible. You know, all-time leader in receiving yards here for the Bucks, making another big play.
Two receivers on the near side, one to the far side. Rugby. Handoff, Swanson. Swanson off the left guard, has to do a quick spin move just to get some positive yardage. He does, 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and like you said, maybe 2 yards, though, but really did a nice job of really making at least a little bit of something out of nothing.
Yeah, he was met right behind the line of scrimmage, and just nice job. He'll always give you positive yards, and that's the great thing about Gavin Swanson. And Rugby. Bubble screen out to Tyler Solar, gets to the outside, turns upfield, and will get to the first down marker, maybe just past it. And I think they're going to be moving these chains, and they are. That's enough for a Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, nice play there. That's that bubble screen we've seen him go to a couple times there. And once again, getting in space, getting a first down. I didn't see who was down there, but someone made a really nice block at receiver out there on the outside.
Two receivers on the far side, one to the near. Tyler Solar gets to toss out on the right side, and it was a screen that collapsed and actually loss of yards on the play for Yankton. And we have a Bobcat down. So Brookings Bobcat down on the field. We'll let the trainers tend to him. Your current score, Yankton 14, Brookings 7, 1:12 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 12 for the Yankton Bucks. We'll be back in 1 minute from Crane-Youngworth Field.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
In the lab or up on stage, Mount Marty University has a place for you. From athletes and artists to academics and alumni, together we cheer each other on and work to make a difference in the lives of those around us. Show your spirit at a university that celebrates what makes us different. Schedule a tour at Mount Marty University by visiting mountmarty.edu or calling 605-668-1545.
Right as we come back from a break, Tyler Solar had a rugby missile thrown to the middle of the field, but just at his shoelaces, Josh. And just a little low for Tyler Solar.
Yeah, just a little low, like you said. Had Solar open, but now 3rd and long here for the Bucks.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball on Yankton's 38-yard line. 3rd and 12. Rugby back to pass. Has to scramble out of some pressure. And toss downfield. And for Austin Goebel, too tall. We have a flag out in the backfield, but I don't think that's going to help Yankton. I think it's going to be going against the Bucks.
Yeah, that's either going to be, I believe, a holding. I'm not sure where Rugby might have been in terms of the line of scrimmage, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a holding here on the Bucks.
We'll see the official call.
Either way, 4th down.
Holding. Offense number 57.
So it is holding on Yankton. Decline. 4th down for Yankton. And that will bring out the punt unit and Trevor Paulson.
Yeah, and that's one of those where Brookings is just happy to get the ball back. Incomplete pass on that one. And it really shows how one bad play on that screen can kind of throw off what you want to do on a drive, and you saw it right there for the Bucks.
And Trevor Paulson takes the highest snap and still gets a nice boot on it. End over end, and it'll take a Yankton bounce to the 25, and we'll roll to the Brookings 21-yard line. Nice punt from Trevor Paulson. And that will set up Brookings on their own 21.
Yeah, and that's Yankton's first punt here of the night. Brookings now with the ball back. They were down 14-0 earlier in this quarter. They now have a chance here to respond and try to tie this one up.
Please join us on KYNT, KYNTV. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter here at Crane-Youngworth Field. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-7 lead for your Yankton Bucks. 1st and 10 for Brookings on their own 21-yard line. Trying to tie this thing up at the very least. Koffel sends a man in motion. And it's a handoff to Tyson Brandt, I believe, on the left side, left hash marks. And will be slowed down after a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, yard if anything on that. And Yankton are doing a really good job stopping this Brookings ground game in this one. And obviously that's what Brookings wants to do on offense. And Yankton doing a really great job of kind of stopping it.
And now it will be Brookings going ahead and getting back into that huddle.
Don't be surprised if they just let the clock run here and go to the second quarter with 16 seconds left or 16 seconds left to snap.
And they will snap in right before the quarter, but not before we have a whistle. I believe we're going to have a false start going on the Bobcats. That will help out Yankton.
Yeah, obviously that's big on that one. Surprise, Brookings lined up to try to get a play off, but either way, false start.
So a false start going on Brookings. And that will back them up another 5. And that will end the first quarter. Time for a Colgan water break. And Colgan specializes in water softeners, water filtration, and bottled water. We'll be back in 1 minute on your home for Yankton Bucks football. KYNT, KYNTV, Yankton leading Brookings 14-7.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please move forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more. Are you looking to get your career moving? Then Truxedo Bed Covers is looking for you. Truxedo of Yankton has immediate openings for first, second, and third shifts and offers weekly pay, full benefits package with paid time off, paid holidays, a team-oriented atmosphere, climate-controlled work environment, and pay starting at $19.75 an hour. If you're ready to join the Truxedo team, visit truxedo.com/careers and apply today. Truxedo is a real truck company and equal opportunity employer.
We flip the field here as Brookings now going right to left on your screen or listening device. It is 2nd and 13 for the Bobcats. Ball on their own 18-yard line. A fresh 12 up on the clock. And hand out to Tyson Brandt. Actually loses it on the handoff, and Koffel able to jump right on it. And he does so right at the 14-yard line. That's a gain, or loss of about 4 yards.
Yeah, that's huge there. A miscommunication on the handoff. Now all of a sudden about a 3rd and 17, 3rd and 16 here for Brookings. Not obviously what they want to be in here, as they once again want to run the ball. All of a sudden Yankton sitting in a good spot here on defense. They can play back maybe even a little bit and prepare for a pass compared to kind of trying to figure out on most plays. There is a whistle. The field looks like someone's running off. It's number 62, Luke Hansen for Brookings.
So just 30 seconds into the second quarter, 14-7 lead for Yankton. 3rd and 16 for the Bobcats. And we have Brookings rejoining the line. Koffel has Calder into his immediate left hip pocket. And Koffel out to pass. No, he'll keep it on the near side, being chased down by Shaler Platt. And Platt lays him flat here on the near sideline, right at the 23-yard line. And that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a design blitz there off the right tackle by Yankton. They did a good job of forcing Koffel to have to run out, and there was just too many yards to gain, or that was just too far to gain for that first down. Nice job by the Yankton defense.
So Erickson out to a punt for Brookings. Cody Oswald is hovering around the Yankton 45-yard line for a possible punt return. And chest high snap. Punt does get off. Oswald will let it die in the turf. Takes a Yankton bounce. Yankton gained a couple extra yards because of that, but it will be on the Brookings 46-yard line. That's where Yankton will set up shop. Maybe the 47, depends on the official marking.
Yeah, big bounce there for the Bucks. Really kind of saved them some field on that one. I thought maybe for a second there that it was going to touch a Brookings player off the punt. Not that that would have completely mattered, but either way, nice field position here for the Bucks.
So ball in Brookings territory, and Gavin Swanson gets the handoff, tries to cut to the outside left hash marks, met behind the line by Brookings. That'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice job there. Good penetration from the Brookings defensive line, able to get through and wrap up Swanson.
2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far. And waist high snap, hand off to Swanson. Swanson has some nice blocking moving forward, and really nice blocking by Bryce Picorni. Opened up a really nice gap for Swanson to exploit. Nice gain there, about 5 yards. 3rd and 7 now for the Bucks. Rugby claps his hands, chest high snap. He has Cody Oswald open on the far side, has him at the 25 to the 20 to the 15, spun down to the turf. And Cody Oswald, no flag on the field, Josh. I don't know if you saw it, but half of his jersey was just about left behind him as a huge hold, but still a 31-yard gain.
Yeah, and they've really kind of attacked out on the perimeter on those deep passes, and Reichen finding Oswald once again there for a big play on 3rd down.
Ball on the Brookings 12-yard line, Yankton in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone. Pass to Tyler Solar on the right side. Juke move at the 10. Nice spin, and that will net him an additional 2 to 3 yards. And officially slowed down at the 8-yard line, so gain of 4.
Yeah, nice little play there. Once again, you want to gain 3+ on first down to keep on schedule, and Yankton did it right there with that swing pass.
Tyler Solar in motion near the far side. Hand off to Swanson. Swanson is aided by some Bobcats. Kind of that hug tackle, Josh, where they kind of flipped him toward positive yardage for an extra yard there. And that is a gain of about 2.
Yeah, once again, though, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, maybe. You got 2 plays here to get this first down.
Rugby sends Solar in motion. And now Rugby rolls out to his left. He has Tyler Solar on the near pylon, and he brings it in. You can put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton, a Bucks touchdown. Rumbling Rugby to Tyler Solar. We saw it develop in front of us, Josh, and well executed by the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, nice pass there from Reich and really thread the needle. They like to go to that left front corner of the end zone a lot on pass plays, specifically rolling out, whether it's to Oswald or to Solar, and you saw it once again right there, and the Bucks are able to get back in the end zone. That's 4 drives, 3 touchdowns early on here for the Bucks.
Yankton just trying to take care of business here tonight. The scores are scores, but they're just doing it almost silently on the field. They're just moving the chains, getting into the end zone as we have a nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. 21-7. Yankton with the lead over the Brookings Bobcats. 9:13 to go in the second quarter here from Crane-Youngworth Field. We'll be back in your home for Yankton Bucks football, KYNT and KYNTV.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. First Chiropractic Centers, whole health with hands-on healing, with offices in Yankton, Scotland, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner.
21-7 is the score. And Josh, what was most impressive on that drive for Yankton? Was it just the variety of plays?
Yeah, for me, it's Reich and his chemistry with these receivers. He's just able to find the guys at the right time, and he knows where he wants them. It's really a lot of timing routes that you've seen from this offense, and once again, really stepping up there. The offensive line as well, not really allowing much pressure from this Brookings defense.
And Trevor Paulson and the special teams really taking their time here in this huddle. Here we go. 21-7 lead for the Bucks.
Do you think in the huddle he was like, hey, guys, I want to see how far I can kick this ball?
I'm going to kick it to the street. And the big boot from Trevor Paulson. Their line drive one brought in at the 8-yard line, and it is brought forward to the 10. And Yankton special teams done a nice job of securing a nice tackle, open field tackle, and in on that one, it was Donald Rounds, a 5'10 junior.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Rounds. It looked like Conrad had dropped the ball at first there, and it kind of threw him off on the kickoff, but nice job here now, and Brookings going to have to go the majority of the field here to try to get a score.
It was kind of the same thing that happened to Austin Goebel on his return. Goebel didn't drop it, but he kind of had touched it real quick and then let go of it, so it was one of those situations where it was just a scramble to try to find a lane. But nice job by Yankton special teams getting downfield and closing all lanes as quick as they could. As you said, ball now on the Brookings 10-yard line, trailing by 2 scores. And Tyson Brandt in motion. Brandt gets the handoff, has some room on the right side, and just keeps on trucking forward just shy of the 20-yard line. It'd be about almost a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and that's really the only successful run we've seen here for Brookings. They haven't been able to run very well at all in this one, and that's exactly what they want here to stay on schedule on offense. But, you know, Yankton so far doing a good job against that run, and Brookings finally finding a crease.
Yankton all week, I would have to presume, keen in on the run, which is why it's surprising that Brookings really going for a passing attack, but now they're starting to get a little bit more steady diet of runs as Jackson Eck gets this carry, goes up the middle, and it takes about half of the Yankton defense to bring him down. That'll be a Brookings Bobcat first down.
Yeah, nice run there by Eck, and that's exactly what Brookings wants to do. They want to get 5, 6, 7 yards of carry, and that's how they choose to move the ball, and you saw it once again right there.
First and 10 for the Bobcats, ball on their own 27-yard line. And toss out to Cauldron. Cauldron has room on the outside, gets to the outside corner. Tucker Gilmore is stiff-armed. Then Charlie Foote able to help Gilmore bring him down in Yankton territory at the Yankton, about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice run there by Cauldron. It's just
actually at midfield, yeah.
Yeah, at about midfield. Quick pitch there, about 23-yard gain, and he just hit the hole immediately and had a big play.
He must have stepped out of bounds on that far side Because I thought it was at the 46, and that was quite a difference. So he must have stepped out of bounds there after he kind of stiff-armed Gilmore. But ball right at midfield for the Bobcats. And those are the big plays that they are looking for tonight. Koffel now sends Brandt in motion, but it's a handoff straight up for Cauldron. Cauldron able to fight for some yards, maybe 4 yards on the carry. They'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats.
Nice job there by the Yankton defense. Kind of limited, maybe 3-4 yards like you said. But that's what you need to do after a couple big runs, to limit them to that maybe 3 or 4 yard play.
And we have Koffel again getting the signal from his sideline. Brookings has a nice traveling crowd here tonight. And Koffel. That same wing motion, Brandt in motion, but a toss down the middle of the field into a sea of Yankton Bucks. Luckily for Koffel and the Bobcats, Bucks were around, but not right where that ball was.
Yeah, and that's a good job by the Yanks defense. They've been caught on that one touchdown drive for Brookings, sleeping a couple times on those play-action passes. You saw, like you said, a sea of black jerseys just around the intended receiver there and doing a nice job. Now all of a sudden, 3rd and 7 once again here for Brookings, not what they want to be in.
7:11 to go here in the first half. Remember, Yankton will receive the ball to begin the second half. Brookings trailing 21-7. And quick pitch forward to Cauldron on the right hash marks. Now cuts to the opposite side of the field. Brought down in the backfield by Yankton. In on the tackle, it is Lucas Kamshoff.
Yeah, and it looks like Tyson Prouty was in on it too. Those guys did a really good job, and it really was just a great job of, you looked at it, Cauldron was able to break that first sequence of tackles, and then a couple extra Bucks came in and kind of finished it off. And now Yankton get a chance to get the ball back up 2 scores.
And so now it'll be Erickson out to punt. He should be receiving the snap at about the Brookings 38-yard line. It is 4th and 7 for the Bobcats. Cody Oswald back to return. It's a fake punt as Jackson Eck has it. He was the up back, tossed downfield, intercepted by Cody Oswald. The Wizard turns upfield to the 15, to the Yankton 20, has a block on the outside, and is to the 26 and brought down. One of the last people you want to throw at if you were Brookings, Josh, and that is Cody Oswald, Yankton ball.
Yeah, nice job by Oswald to pick that off. The problem with Brookings on that fake punt is they switch formations, or they switch kind of their set there before they decide to run the fake. It kind of keyed the Yankton special teams that something might be happening here. It was really an interesting decision there to kind of switch where players were lined up there right before the snap.
I agree. It really feels like they kind of tipped their hand. And now it is Rugby Reichen out to the outside of Tyler Solar. He has room, cuts to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, and is brought down hard at the 43-yard line by Brookings. That will move the chains. It's enough for Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, nice job there by Solar. They've done a really good job with those bubble screens today. Found a bit of a crease and got the first down.
6 minutes to go here in the first half. Plenty of clock to work with for Yankton. 2 receivers to the right. Handoff Swanson. Swanson grinds forward. Couple of tough fought yards. Just keep moving the ball forward. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And once again, like you said, just keep moving the ball forward. Got about 2 yards on that play. Once again here, and you're also trying to maybe run some clock here with a lead with a couple minutes left here in the first half, as it looks like we might have an encroachment here going against Brookings. Looks like it was Malachi Ramsey there, the nose tackle, who kind of jumped across.
Yeah, the way he walked back from the line, you think he was just, yeah, it's me, guys, I'm guilty. But that will move Yankton forward now. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bucks. Ball right at midfield. Trips receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Rugby takes a snap. It's a quick pass out to Cody Oswald. Oswald now turns up to the 40 and is spun down hard. I think there's a hole in the turf how hard he was spun down. Right at the 37-yard line. Enough to move the chains for Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, once again, they're on a little hitch route to Oswald. He's able to move forward, get the first down, and all of a sudden the Bucks once again right back in business here on offense.
Couple ticks over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Tyler Solar bubble screen out into the right side. And Keys moving forward to the 35, to the 30. And Tyler Solar kind of playing lava out there, Josh, you know what I mean? Just tippy-toeing around some tackles and just wiggling his way out of danger, and ended up getting an additional 7 yards.
Yeah, nice play there by Solar. Made at least 3 guys miss on that play and getting additional yards, making it a second and short.
And now Rugby out to a pass. He has Gavin Swanson as that safety blanket. Rolls out to his right, has plenty of time here, and Matthew Sheldon receives at the 20, to the 15, stiff arm, and is brought down at the 10-yard line. That will move the chains. Yankton is in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone.
Yeah, nice play there by the Bucks. Riken's ability to improvise, buy some time, and find Sheldon down the field. Big play there.
First and goal now for Yankton. Handoff Swanson. Swanson bounces out to the left hash marks area and is pushed down at the, say, about the 4-yard line. Gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play for Gavin Swanson, but we do have a flag out that I just now saw. There's a holding going on Yankton, so this one will be coming right back.
Yeah, it's once again, like you said, a holding penalty there on Yankton. Set him back, still first and goal, though. However, now going to be back at about the 20-yard line.
So it'll be first and a goal from the 28-yard line. Not ideal. 21-7 lead for the Bucks. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Rugby, snap. Quarterback keeper gets to the outside to the 15. Juke move at the 10. He's out to the 5. He's to the corner. And you can put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton, a Bucks touchdown. Rumbling Rugby finds some room on the right side and extends the Yankton lead.
Big play. That was a designed run all the way. Quarterback power. Found the hole. Couple blocks there from his lineman, as well as Tyler Solar springing a big block downfield. Nice play by the Bucks, and all of a sudden a 3-score lead here with just over 4 minutes left to play in the first half.
And Trevor Paulson out for the extra point. Lucas Kamshoff to hold right at the 10. Nice snap. Nice hold. Nice kick. It is 28-7. Yankton advantage. 4:20 to go in the first half. That was a Yankton drive if I ever saw one. And nice blocks on the near side. Those are big blocks of the game, brought to you by H&R Block. Open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. 665-3366. Back in 1 minute from Crane-Youngworth Field.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Education. That is one of our core values here at Missouri River Associates. Just making a sale is not our #1 priority here. Our office is here to educate you on your choices in the insurance world. We are here to guide you in making the right choice for you, your family, or your business. Our agents are honest and transparent with you on your coverages. Let one of our agents show you your options today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
And Trevor Paulson's kick is there for a touchback. And it will be Brookings Bobcats taking over on their own 20-yard line. That was a complete drive from Yankton. And most importantly, Josh, the fact is a lot of times this season they've shot themselves in the foot with penalties and then had a drive end with no points or maybe a field goal, but they were able to overcome.
Yeah, overcome there, and almost immediately, too. The first play after that hold, able to spring a big touchdown for Riken. Now, if you're Brookings, you almost feel like you got to score here, or at least kill some time, because Yankton could get another possession this half, as well as having the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Tyson Brandt, flea flicker to Koffel. Koffel down the left side, intended target Daggy Thomas, and intercepted by Yankton.
That was Mac Riken in there on that one, yes.
It's a Mac attack here at Crane-Youngworth Field, right inside Yankton territory. It was a 50-50 ball, and Matt came down with it, his 4th interception of the season.
Yeah, nice play there by Riken. He almost became a receiver on that one, kind of adjusting to the ball, catching it as he's falling, too. Nice play there and a big turnover for this Yankton defense.
Were you saying that Yankton would maybe have enough time for another score? Well, there you go, Josh. 4:12 to go in the first half. 28-7 lead for the Bucks as it stands. One receiver each side. Rugby goes to take the snap. Ball on the Yankton 48-yard line. He rolls out to his left. He is looking for someone. Cuts to the middle of the field. Will try to make something happen with his own feet. Will gain about 3 yards on the play, maybe 2. And he'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, nice play there by Relican. He turned a loss of yards into about a gain of 3 on that one. Literally spun a defender out of his shoes and was able to gain a couple yards.
It was a 40-yard run for 2 yards at the end of the day, if you really want to do the math. And now it is Rugby. Hand out to Swanson. Big hole on the right side. Protect that ball, Gavin. He does. And is brought down at the 34 after a gain of 15.
Yeah, and you hear the phrase in football, you could drive a Mack truck through that hole, and that was one of those plays where Swanson had the hole right away and hit it immediately.
And so now ball on the Brookings 34. Another hand up to Swanson. Swanson gallops his way toward a Yankton Bucks first down, just past the first down marker at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, once again, nice first down there. The Bucks are running the ball with authority here in these last couple plays.
And Coach Brady Muth is fired up as we have a timeout on the field. Timeouts are brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's best and biggest employers. When it's time for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 1 minute.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450, Yankton's home team.
Do you have dry, sore, or irritated eyes? If so, you may have dry eye. At Vision Care Associates, we offer a simple, fast, and non-surgical procedure to treat black glands in your eyelids that can help your eyes to feel comfortable again. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Fieser to find out about dry eye treatment with our newest technology.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
And right as we come back from a break, Rugby rumbles on his way back and toss out to Gavin Swanson. Incomplete pass on the near side of the field brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bucks.
Yeah, a bit of a break there for the Brookings defense. Swanson was open, just wasn't able to corral it. He had some open real estate there if he was able to come down with it.
And Rugby takes a snap, rolls out to his left, pitch option, will choose to keep it at the 15 and rumbling his way to the 10. What a run for Rugby Rankin. We do have a flag at the far side of the field. Hold the vote, Josh.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a face mask. This was thrown immediately in reaction to a player who had tried to wrap up Rugby, and he did a good job of holding onto the ball on that one, I should add. They are moving backwards, so maybe actually this is going to be on the...
Yeah, it's holding on Yankton. But I liked yours better. I liked your option better.
Yeah, it was just kind of a late flag on that one, though. But either way, a holding that sent him back 10 yards. But either way, surprised it wasn't called. Maybe a spot penalty on that one, but interesting.
2nd and 20 now for the Bucks. Ball on the Brookings 34-yard line. As the officials are still discussing, I'm assuming, ball placement. And we're finally ready for action here. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Yankton has plenty of time, but 2nd and 20 for the Bucks. Line to gain the 23-yard line of Brookings territory. We have a flag out on the field. And false start going on Yankton. And back-to-back penalties will keep costing Yankton yards.
Yeah, and penalties can kill a drive, and you saw it here on back-to-back plays. Now all of a sudden a 2nd and about 25 here for the Bucks.
Clock operator, please put 3:03 on the clock.
To add some time to the game clock here. So 2nd and 25 for Yankton. Ball on the Brookings 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lone back is Gavin Swanson. Rugby looking to pass. Pass down the middle of the field to Tyler Solar, and Solar brings it in right at the 22, rolls to the 20. And that big gain for Yankton there, a gain of 18 on the play.
Yeah, nice catch there. Cut the field in half, and all of a sudden you have a third and much more manageable here if you're the Bucks.
And so 3rd and 6 now for Yankton. Couple takes over 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Tyler Solar in motion, far to near side of the field. Rugby the snap. Looking to the middle of the field to Cody Oswald. Reaches up for it, has it! You can put 6 up on the board! That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown! The Wizard of Oz reaches for the skies, brings it down. It is now 34-7 Yankton.
Yeah, big play there. And that's the hat trick. I believe 2 touchdowns now for Oswald on the day. Either way, nice play, and that's a big play for Yankton. All of a sudden up 34-7, like you said.
And that was a nice middle of the field throw for Rugby, a slant from Cody Oswald, just going right toward the goalpost, caught him in stride.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect throw.
Lucas Kampshoff set to hold right at the 10. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. And 35-7 the lead for Yankton. 2:27 to go in the first half. These are the Yankton Bucks we wanted to see here tonight, and we'll see more of them coming up as they kick off to Brookings. Back in 1 minute.
It's that time of year again, and Yankton Rexall recommends you protect yourself from the flu bug by getting a flu shot from our pharmacy. Hi, this is Michael. Stop in anytime Monday through Friday and receive your seasonal flu shot. No prescription or appointment necessary. We'll even bill Medicare or insurance for those eligible. Stop in and let us protect you from the flu bug this season. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
This is Mary Pat Byerly. I'm a lifelong Republican, but every election I still do my homework to pick the best candidate for Yankton. This year, that candidate is State Representative Ryan Schwach. Ryan is a new father who works hard and treats people fairly. Ryan shows respect by listening to all of us. Please join me and many other Republicans to send Ryan Schwach back to Pierre so he can continue working for all of us.
Re-elect Representative Ryan Schwach.
Paid for by Ryan Schwach for South Dakota.
And welcome back to Crane-Youngworth Field. Bryce, Ladwig, Josh Boelter, Class 11 AA quarterfinal round. Yankton leading 35-7 over Brookings. As the ball is returned at the 5-yard line, cut it to the middle of the field. And brought down right at about the 20.5 for Conrad. And as where Brookings will try to answer the Yankton Bucks. Josh, we knew going into this game, I mean, I always had faith in the Yankton Bucks, of course, but I was expecting a back and forth, just absolute battle, but Yankton really hasn't let that become a thing. They've had their pedal to the metal this entire game.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been on both sides, too. They haven't given up much in the run. They've caught 2 interceptions on defense as well, and then you look on offense, I mean, Rugby Reichen has 5 total touchdowns already here in the first half.
Yeah, he won a lot of media outlet awards, including ours, and maybe another one. But I think he's more focused on the playoffs right now. Tyson Brandt gets the carry for Brookings, and he lunges forward for almost a Brookings first down. I think they will be just a couple inches short. Tyson Brandt hasn't had a lot of explosive runs to the outside, Josh. He's been their middle runner, and each time he's held the ball or gotten the ball, it's been at least 5 yards.
Yeah, he's been playing well, but if you're Brookings, the goal here is not even necessarily points. It's just to keep Yankton off the field for the rest of this first half.
And then make adjustments. And it is Jackson Eck. He has been dangerous to Yankton, but he is held up right at the line. Gain of about a half a yard. Host of red helmets there to meet him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think, however, that they're going to give him that first down. Either way, though, nice job. It looked like Gilmore, who was in on the tackle, who stood X straight up. Wasn't letting him get much more than that first down.
Gilmore is braver than I. Jackson Eck runs very violently. And now the Bobcats. Ball on their own 33. Minute 23 to go in the first half. And a quick push pass out to Brandt. Brandt on the right hash marks. Gain of at least 5 so far. Trying to move forward and is held up at the 39-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and that once again, you'll hear this a lot. That's an extension of the run game by doing those quick passes. They're almost like a jet sweep, able to get out on the edge quick. And you saw it right there on that one for about a gain of 6.
And under a minute to go in the first half. And in motion, Brandt. Koffel to pass down the middle of the field for Jackson Eck. Led him by about a yard too far. If Eck does bring that in, he may have gone to the house.
Yeah, he might have, but even then still, I don't think that was the worst coverage in the world. He was open, but not bad coverage by any means. It was a tough throw to make, and that's why I think it fell incomplete.
I mean, yeah, and if he would have made it, like you said, it's still good coverage. I think you said if that would have happened, you'd have to tip your hats to Brookings, as that would have just been an amazing play. But 3rd and 4 now on the field for Brookings. And if you're Yankton, if you get a stop here, you start using some timeouts, and who knows, maybe even get another field goal before half. They have to focus here. And hand off to Brandt. Brandt moves out to the right side, has a Brookings first down into Yankton territory at the Yankton 42-yard line. This is a 47-yard line. I can do math. And that will move the chains, gain of 13.
Yeah, nice run there by Brandt once again. Brookings going to take a timeout here.
And timeouts are brought to you by Hedro in Yankton. It's time for a new job, maybe a new career direction. Visit jobs.hedro.com. Thank you a few of our Sportscaster partners. I want to thank Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire, because they do more than sell tires. As Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. And the UPS store. They'll help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, and, of course, shipping. The UPS store of Yankton, across from Walmart. And Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. 37 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Brookings has it at the Yankton 48-yard line. And Koffel to pass down the middle of the field. Broken up by Tucker Gilmore. Nice defensive coverage from Yankton, especially Tucker Gilmore, cast and all. I'm so impressed. This is almost his entire season, Josh. I don't remember a time where Tucker Gilmore did not have a cast on.
Yeah, it really has been impressive.
When did he injure? I can't remember.
I honestly don't know, but, looking at that last play, he did a great job of timing that pass break up there on that one. Really wasn't fooled by the play action from Brookings.
2nd and 10 now. Clock did stop. Handoff to Calderon. Eck, excuse me.
Brought down by number 45.
Eck gets to the 45, brought down by number 45, Matthew Sheldon. 3rd and 7 now for Brookings.
Yeah, interesting decision there. Try to run the ball, and it looks like they might even just let this one go to half, as there's about 10 seconds left. Unless they're running up to the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they do here.
I think we're going to have one more Brookings play. We do. Handoff to Tyson Brandt. Brandt gets to the outside to the 40 and is forced out of bounds, but the clock reads all zeros. And, folks, after the first half, it is Yankton 35, Brookings 7 here on the Class 11 AA quarterfinals. We have the Avera halftime show around the corner. We'll check on the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll check on stats, and we'll talk about our matchup here tonight at historic Crane-Youngworth Field. That's all coming up here on your home for Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is the stop to make any time of the day. Enjoy breakfast items, made-to-order sandwiches, burgers, and more from the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Daily $5 meal specials are from 11 to 7, and find convenient on-the-go meal offerings and select grocery staples, including fresh produce and fresh bakery items, too. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Mary Pat Byerly. I'm a lifelong Republican, but every election I still do my homework to pick the best candidate for Yankton. This year, that candidate is State Representative Ryan Schwach. Ryan is a new father who works hard and treats people fairly. Ryan shows respect by listening to all of us. Please join me and many other Republicans to send Ryan Schwach back to Pierre so he can continue working for all of us.
Re-elect Representative Ryan Schwach.
Paid for by Ryan Schwach for South Dakota.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Attorney General Mark Vargo here, talking about sweepstakes scams. We all want to receive that call that says we've won a sweepstakes, and scammers know this. If you receive a call or an email saying you've won, but you need to pay taxes by placing money on a gift card or by mailing cash, it's a scam. It is illegal to ask for funds up front for taxes, tariffs, or customs. If you've been victimized by this scam, please reach out to my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Support a local business that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, Triple Time Rudy's. At Triple Time Rudy's, you get that local friendly feel and also a unique offering of products. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers, plus quality fuel products too. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-ups and convenience needs. Pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Vote by absentee now or on November 8th for Gene Hunoff, State Senate, District 18.
When the game is on the line, you want your most experienced players on the field, right? I'm Gene Hunoff. Like football, experience is very important in the South Dakota Senate. We have a lot of issues to work on next January, like the impact of inflation on local economic development, Second Amendment rights, Medicaid, and value-added agriculture. Keep me in the game. Vote Gene Hunoff.
Paid for by Gene Hunoff for Senate.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
And welcome to the Avera halftime show. At the half, Yankton leading 35-7 over Brookings. And Josh, we talked about in the pregame, we talked all week at work about what we expected in this game. Always a Yankton Bucks victory here at historic Crane-Youngworth Field, but I was expecting more of a back and forth, and credit to Yankton completely. The defense, not even the whole situation of bend but don't break, but they've just been shutting Brookings down.
Yeah, and, it's really been impressive. Yankton, I called it off the air, an attitude game. This really feels like the most physicality Yankton has brought to a game this season. They've really brought it in all facets, whether that's pass offense, pass offense, run offense, as well as on run and pass on defense. They've really just been playing well in all facets of the game.
And we'll get into our stats of the game and turn it over to Josh Boelter here. Josh, what are our first half stats?
Yeah, let's take a look at it, just starting with the Yankton Bucks. Through the air, Rugby Riken, 18 for 23 passing, 233 yards, 3 touchdowns, had 47 yards on 6 carries and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And you look at that, that's over 280 yards of offense in the first half and 5 total touchdowns, really playing well. Gavin Swanson running the ball well as well, 14 carries, 70 yards, that's 5 yards a carry in the first half. Looking at receiving numbers, Cody Oswald leading the way with 87 yards on 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. Tyler Solar, 9 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Tucker Gilmore's got a couple catches for 35 yards, and Matthew Sheldon has a big 20-yard catch as well. Couple picks for the Yankton defense. Cody Oswald with an interception on that fake punt, and Mac Riken with a pick at the end towards the end of the first half as well. Looking over at stats for Brookings on offense, Justin Kofel, the quarterback, 4 for 13 passing, 81 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And Jackson Eck had tried a fake punt and had an interception on that one as well. Israel Cauldron leading the way, rushing for Brookings, 34 yards on 6 carries. Tyson Brandt, 5 carries, 31 yards. And Jackson Eck, 3 carries, 16 yards. Eck also has 50 yards on 3 catches for a touchdown. Jackson Hoffman with a big 31-yard catch as well. But the stat that stands out for me, Brookings, they're averaging 5 yards a carry and 95 yards rushing, but it doesn't feel like, I guess. You look at it, a lot of them are on a couple big plays that I feel like have really kind of influenced their rushing totals here in the first half.
No, I completely agree. It just seems like all signs are Yankton going into a half. And one interesting note, though, is it wasn't right at halftime. It was kind of right before halftime in Brookings, but Yankton got off to a hot start up in Brookings, and Brookings eventually answered, and it became a real game at the end of it here. So I'm hoping that Yankton can just keep that same intensity coming out into the second half as they did in the first. We'll take a break here on the Avera Halftime Show. We'll come back. We'll check our out-of-town scoreboard, and that will include all of Class 11 AA quarterfinal matchups, as well as the other 6 classes of South Dakota high school football. Yankton 35, Brookings 7 here on the Avera Halftime Show. Historic Crane-Youngworth Field, and your home for Yankton Bucks football. KYNT, KYNTV.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
There's no better way to tip off your party than with Sheboygan Natural Casing Wieners, all beef hot dogs, or cocktail smokies. Make your party a slam dunk. Put some Sheboygan on the table. Available at your favorite local grocer and produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
You may not think of the flu as a serious disease, but complications can lead to severe illness, hospitalization, even death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu vaccine every year. Yankton Medical Clinic is offering flu shots by appointment only. Call today to schedule your flu shot or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com/flu to learn more. Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season. Get your flu shot today. So much care, so close to home.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval, all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars, all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by F&BO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by F&BO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
Are you having a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Checkers is open every day of the week to satisfy you. That's right, enjoy Checkers daily and catch all the sports action. And every Monday night, get $5 cheeseburgers and fries. So grab your friends, bring your family, and head on down to Checkers. Open 11 to 11 daily. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill on Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
And we'll go back to the Avera Halftime Show. Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter here from Crane-Youngworth Field. Yankton 35, Brookings 7 at the half. Let's check our out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door. Specialized in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. And go ahead and do Class 11 AA, then I'll turn it over to you, Josh. But Pierre right now leading Sturgis Brown. Pierre, of course, the first seed. Sturgis the 8th. Pierre leading 42-7 at the half. Of course, our score, 35-7. Yankton on top of Brookings. And then second seed T defeated Watertown, the 7th seed, 41-0. And then Aberdeen Central defeated Spearfish 34-7. Aberdeen, the 3 seed, Spearfish, the 6 seed. So that will set up Aberdeen Central and T area battle of number 2 and 3 for this coming or next Friday. Not this coming Friday, that would be tomorrow. Next Friday, November 4th at 7 o'clock, they'll be at T area. Of course, the other side of the bracket still on our way as we are both at half times. Turn it over to the other classes, Josh.
Yeah, taking a look here in Class 11 AAA, Sioux Falls Jefferson defeated the 8th seed Sioux Falls Washington 42-7. They're waiting the winner of Sioux Falls Lincoln and Brandon Valley. That one is 21-7. Sioux Falls Lincoln with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. O'Gorman leads in the 2-7 matchup over Rapid City Stevens 29-20, and Harrisburg defeated Sioux Falls Roosevelt in that 3-6 matchup 42-12. Looking at Class 11A, Del Rapids leads 27-0 over the 8 seed Lennox at the start of the second half. At halftime, 4 seed Sioux Falls Christian is leading 27-0 over Dakota Valley. West Central, the 2 seed, is up 21-0 with 10 minutes left in the third over Madison, and Beersford up 12-8 in that 3-6 matchup with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Taking a look in Class 11B quarterfinals, winner with a 38-2 victory over the 8 seed Dual, Mount Vernon Plankton down here, or Plankinton down to McCook Central Montrose 22-6 with 4 minutes left in the third. McCook is the 5 seed in that one, and we have a bit of an upset here as the 7 seed Hot Springs defeated Aberdeen Roncalli 28-0 in that matchup, and they will now have a date with Elk Point Jefferson in the semifinals. Elk Point, the 3 seed, will now have a home game. That's next Friday. Moving over to 9AA here. Wall has a 13-6 lead over the 8 seed Bonham, and that's it with 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Hamlin, the 4 seed, up 14-6 with 8 minutes left in the third over Hanson. Elkton Lake Benton up 44-8 at halftime against Freeman Marion Freeman Academy. Howard, the 3 seed, down 22-7 against Parkston with 1 minute left in the third quarter. In Class 9A, Warner is down 31-14 against Canastota. That's starting at the second half. Tied going into the fourth quarter is the 4-5 matchup between Harding County Bison and Phillip. Lyman, the 2 seed, with a 34-16 victory over Castlewood, and Gregory, the 3 seed, with a 21-7 lead over Wolseley Wessington with about a minute left in the second quarter. Taking a look here in Class 9B, Harrod Selby area with a 44-14 victory over the 8 seed Avon, and they will be playing Irene Wakanda, the 12 seed, who had an upset today over the 4 seed Sully Buttes. So they will meet next week in the semifinals. Hitchcock Tulare with a 52-0 victory over Del Rapids St. Mary, and Kadoka area is down 14-0 to DeSmet with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And I think with that, we have read all the scores here at halftime. A couple upsets in there. Really, like
check the North Dakota scores. I'm joking. You thought you turned to your phone. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Next, you're going to have me doing Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, all that stuff. We'll just be here for a while.
We would do Nebraska, but that's tomorrow night. So we have some games on the airwaves on Riverfront Sports, 94.3, as well as Riverfront Sports app. You can find those games on KYNT1450.com. And that will be Crofton and Hartington Cedar Catholic games that you can catch on our airwaves and Riverfront Sports app. It's free on the App Store on your phone. Just go ahead and download it and support your local Northeast Nebraska high school teams. But we'll be back focused here on Yankton. They just took the field here on the very halftime show for their final warm-ups for the second half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with second half action. Yankton 35, Brookings 7 here at historic Crane-Youngworth Field. It is the Class 11 AA quarterfinals.
Cold weather means you need to warm up your fan gear.
And if you're a fan of the Bucks and Gazelles,
or Mount Marty Lancers,
JJ Benji's has a storeroom full of Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancers apparel ready to wear.
long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, quarter zip pullovers, jackets, and hats.
You'll stay warm on those cold nights traveling to games and sitting in the stands.
With Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancers gear at JJ Benji's.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in the Meridian District, Yankton.
In the lab or up on stage, Mount Marty University has a place for you. From athletes and artists to academics and alumni, together we cheer each other on and work to make a difference in the lives of those around us. Show your spirit at a university that celebrates what makes us different. Schedule a tour at Mount Marty University by visiting mountmarty.edu or calling 605-668-1545.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests, Olson Pest Technicians can treat and cure them. Right now, they can provide grain fumigation on the farm and do one-shots for homes to keep pests out for the winter. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KIL-BUGS.
I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. Whether you've sustained a new injury, had a recent surgery, or tired of lingering pain you experience from simple, everyday tasks, physical therapy could be the solution. At Overland Rehab, we'll create a physical therapy plan for your health needs and goals. Contact us today for convenient appointments in 8 locations in Northeast Nebraska and 1 right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Cenex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast. Maybe most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Cenex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please move forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more. Are you looking to get your career moving? Then Truxedo Bed Covers is looking for you. Truxedo of Yankton has immediate openings for first, second, and third shifts and offers weekly pay, full benefits package with paid time off, paid holidays, a team-oriented atmosphere, climate-controlled work environment, and pay starting at $19.75 an hour. If you're ready to join the Truxedo team, visit truxedo.com/careers and apply today. Truxedo is a real truck company and equal opportunity employer.
And Austin Goebel gets the kick return, brings up the center of the field for Yankton, is spun down to the turf at the 41-yard line, a 31-yard kick return for Austin Goebel. We begin the second half action here at historic Crane-Youngworth Field. 35-7 lead for Yankton. Moving left to right on your screen or listening device. Handoff to Gavin Swanson. Swanson has a nice gap, exploits it, gets to the outside. He's to the 40, to the Brookings 30, to the 25, stiff arm. The bowling ball gets to the 13-yard line. Gavin Swanson, a huge run for Yankton.
Yeah, about a gain of 47 on that play for Gavin Swanson. What a run there. And Yankton coming out and setting the tone once again in the first half. They get a good kick return, and then Swanson with a big play on that outside run.
They got the first down. So a fresh set of downs. Ball on the Brookings 12. And toss out to Tyler Solar on the left side to the 10, to the 5. He gets to the outside and will be just short of the goal line. Stopped at about the 3.
Yeah, nice play there once again for the Bucks. Looks like it's going to be about second one. Remember, they do have a first down in their back pocket. They can get there about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, they're not even in goal yet. The line to gain is right at the 3. And quarterback power, but we do have a whistle coming in. I think this one's going to be coming right back.
I think this one might be on Brookings, actually. I think this might be an encroachment. I'm not sure. I saw a couple Brookings defenders move, but that might have been in response to a Yankton lineman.
Oh, all right. Half the distance to the goal. First down for Yankton. As there was encroachment on, or excuse me, offsides on Brookings. And quarterback power. Rugby now takes the snap. And nice spin move at the goal line. Touchdown, Yankton. Rumbling Rugby. Another big score for Yankton. 41-7 lead for the Bucks.
Yeah, and that's 6 total touchdowns for the senior quarterback here tonight. 3 through the air, 3 through the ground. He really is bringing his A game here in a big spot against Brookings.
41-7 score. Yankton on top here in the 11 AA quarterfinals. Trevor Paulson out to hit another extra point. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. 42-7 lead for the Bucks. 10:50 to go in the third quarter. Yankton to kick off to Brookings when we return in 1 minute on your home for Yankton Bucks football. KYNT, KYNTV.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. First Chiropractic Centers, whole health with hands-on healing, with offices in Yankton, Scotland, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Chilly night here at Crane-Youngworth Field. Luckily for myself, I have some hot chocolate in front of me, courtesy of the concession stand, and most importantly, Josh, courtesy of the best camera operator in the state, Braden Butler.
Facts. I was going to say, he was going to be so mad at you if you didn't give him credit for that.
As I look through the window, he is smiling. We're good to go. Touchback off the kick from Trevor Paulson.
At the 20-yard line.
Don't worry, everyone. I paid for it, but he did go and get it for me.
But no, when you say best cameraman in the state, you really do mean it. He is amazing. He's been doing a great job all year. And, you know, it's been a lot of fun. And the way this is looking, it's going to continue for at least another week here as the Bucks look well on their way up 42-7.
10:50 to go in the third quarter. Ball on the Brookings 20. Koffel hand off to Tyson Brandt. Stiff arm tries to get to the outside and is brought down behind the line by Yankton.
Tyson Brandt on the carry for the Bobcats.
Couple of Yankton defenders in the backfield. I didn't see who made first contact, but Sheldon was able to finish it and for about a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, I was seeing who the spotters have for the tackle. Sounds like Matthew Sheldon. And since he's returned from injury, he really has been that third linebacker on a very complete linebacking squad for Yankton. And now Koffel. Quick pitch out to Cauldron on the outside, and he is almost brought down right at the line, but is still able to move forward. Eventually brought down by the likes of Charlie Foote and Cody Oswald. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Yeah, and how about Tucker Gilmore on that? He didn't make the tackle, but he came in there and laid a big hit and really slowed that play down. Stopped what could have been about a 20-yard gain and turned it into about a 5 or 6 yard gain there for Brookings.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Bobcats. There is no time to spare. They need to score just about on every drive they will have the rest of this game. With Yankton holding that 42-7 advantage, 9.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Tyson Brandt sent in motion. Koffel now pass down the middle of the field, broken up by Cooper Grotenice. But I think that we're going to have a pass. Just that's Rainer Roig, and we're about to have a pass interference going on Rainer Roig, the far side of the field.
Yeah, kind of a late flag on that one. I don't mind the call, just kind of like I said, a little late, maybe kind of thought about it there for a second, but either way, it looks like this is going to be a pass interference here on Roig.
So Rainer Roig call for the pass interference, and that will be a first down for the Bobcats.
Ball out to the 40-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the Bobcats.
And so the ball will now be placed right at the Brookings 40-yard line. Yankton getting players into the box. Now Calder, a big run to the 50. He's to the Yankton 40, to the 35, cuts the middle of the field, gets rid of Mac Reichen, and that is a big-time touchdown run for Cauldron and the Brookings Bobcats.
Yeah, and that was just a big play. They've gotten so close on a couple of those pitch plays throughout the night, and he was able to bounce it there on that one.
60-yard touchdown run for Cauldron. And we said they had no time to waste, Josh, and, well, they heard me. So, big-time touchdown run for Brookings.
Yeah, and that does bring it under 5 scores once again. They're under that 35-point range. So I believe that will stop the continuous clock as well for now, depending on what happens on the next Yankton drive.
Erickson out for the extra point. Nice snap, nice hole, nice kick. It is 42-14 the score. Yankton to receive when we come back in 1 minute. Yankton Bucks playoff football. KYNT, KYNTV.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we see patients from 1 to 101. Come experience our gentle touch while you relax in our massage chairs and watch TV. Patients are loving our new digital scanner. No more ooey gooey gaggy impressions. We'd love to meet you, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 665-2530 to make an appointment. Elwood Family Dental Care, where we take care of the entire family.
Are you looking to get your career moving? Then Truxedo Bed Covers is looking for you. Truxedo of Yankton has immediate openings for first, second, and third shifts and offers weekly pay, full benefits package with paid time off, paid holidays, a team-oriented atmosphere, climate-controlled work environment, and pay starting at $19.75 an hour. If you're ready to join the Truxedo team, visit truxedo.com/careers and apply today. Truxedo is a real truck company and equal opportunity employer.
Jared Erickson.
42-14 the score. Brookings onside kick to Yankton, and Brookings gets it back. But are they going to wave this one off? Did it go 10 yards, Josh? Talk to me.
They're throwing the flag. It looks like it did, and they're saying there might have even been someone who'd maybe jumped a little early for Brookings. I'm not sure because it definitely went 10 yards. I think if there's a penalty in here, they're going to say someone maybe got a little bit of a head start for Brookings.
Because that's what I was confused about. I was like, it definitely went the distance. What is the flag about? And we'll find out right here.
The kick has to hit the ground before the offense can recover. Kick catch interference on the kicking team. 15 yards from the spot of foul. First down.
Okay, so the ball didn't hit the ground. See, I thought it spun up, but it was just a direct kick, and the ball has to touch the ground on an onside kick. So that will be, and then there was a interference going on Brookings. So they'll back them up 15 yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say that is a spot foul. So they're going to actually move this back to about the 38-yard line here. Actually, they're just going to give Yankton the ball at about the 38-yard line.
So you're going to ask for better field position to start for Yankton. Ball on the Brookings 37-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go in the third. 42-14 advantage, Bucks. Single back set, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rugby Reichen snap. Handoff Swanson. Goes up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage, and is brought down just behind line of scrimmage. I think they're going to give him forward progress about half a yard.
Yeah, if even that, like you said, not much going there. on that one. But either way, kind of not much of a hole there for Swanson.
And Yankton, up-tempo offense, already at the line, ready for the next play. 2nd and 10. Rugby pitch option. Will keep it himself, cuts the middle of the field between the hash marks, and rumbling his way to the 25-yard line. That's enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. Run of 12.
Yeah, nice play there by Reich, and he made an extra cut up back towards the middle and got enough for the first down.
And now Rugby chest high snap. Gavin Swanson, the carry, gets to the 20-yard line. Cuts the sticks in half. 2nd and 5 for the Bucks.
Once again, staying on schedule there. Nice run play. The Bucks have had a lot of success, really everywhere on offense, but the run game has looked really good tonight.
Rugby, chest high snap. Pass out. Screen out to Tyler Solar on the near side of the field. And spun forward to the 16-yard line. And that will be just short of a Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, nice little play there. Once again, now setting up a 3rd and 1 here for the Bucks.
3rd and 1, ball on the 16-yard line. Gavin Swanson gets the carry. And will he have the line to gain? Did he get enough? He did. Yankton Bucks first down. And I think, Josh, he just got enough.
Yeah, just got enough. Tried to bounce it outside. I don't know if he needed to, but got enough for the first down.
Yankton in the Yankton in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone. And handoff, Gavin Swanson right up the middle, following some lead blockers. And he gets to the 7-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play for Yankton.
Yeah, once again there, nice play by Swanson. Able to get another positive yardage on first down.
2 for the Bucks from the 7.
Snap now, Reich hands this one off to Swanson. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to march into the end zone. Gavin Swanson for 6, and the Bucks are back on the board. It's now 48-14.
What a run for Gavin Swanson, the workhorse. Gets the nice carry, cuts up right to the middle of the field. 48-14 Yankton. And Trevor Paulson coming out for the extra point.
The extra point. Charlie puts the snap. Lucas camps off to hold.
And so Trevor Paulson. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. It is 49-14. And we haven't had any Yankton field goals tonight, but if we would, they'd be brought to you by Core Trust Bank. For every field goal made this season, Core Trust Bank will donate $33 to the Yankton Booster Club. 49-14 the score, 6:01 to go in the third. Yankton to kick off when we come back in 1 minute.
Presented by First Premier Bank, the Coyote football team will host Missouri State Saturday, November 5th, and tickets are available now. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock. It's Military Appreciation Day in the Dakota Dome. All active military members and veterans will get 2 free tickets. Military vehicles will be on display in Coyote Alley. Join the fun and secure your seat at goyotes.com. We are South Dakota.
Hey Yankton, Hydro is excited to announce we have new wages. General production, entry level, now starting at $17 an hour, and entry level cast house starting at $18.75, with skilled positions even higher. Dollar shift differential as well. We offer day one benefits and monthly profit sharing with a variety of shifts available. Go to jobs.hydro.com, search Yankton. That's jobs.hydro.com, search Yankton, or call Evie 605-668-2344.
49-14 the score, 6:01 to go in the third quarter. Yankton on top, Trevor Paulson, the big boot. Ball spinning and was brought in by Conrad at the 10. He fumbled it a little bit, but did get it back and is brought down right at the 10-yard line. And on the tackle, as we were both, Josh Desmond, looking for this number.
Looks like it. I think it was actually Easton Nelson, and on that one, made a nice tackle.
Easton Nelson, the big tackle, and the JV quarterback as well.
What was most impressed about that tackle is he fought through a blocker and made that play. Really impressive.
And so now Brookings.
We should mention we're back to running clock with it going back up to a 35-point lead for Yankton.
Yankton now bringing the safeties kind of near the box here, waiting for that run. Tyson Brandt gets it, stutter step out toward the outside, and just gets just past the 10. And I mean just past by inches. So held up right at the line of scrimmage by Yankton.
Yeah, and this Yankton defense has just played so well, and that's so key. You give up that big run on that last drive to immediately respond and give up nothing on that first play of the next drive.
4:47 to go in the third. And now it is Koffel. Pitch out to Cauldron on the near side. And Yankton did a nice job allowing about 3 yards, but a host of red helmets swarm in toward the ball. And I know that is what Coach Justin Olsen loves to see in his defense.
Yeah, nice play once again. And he's really got to be proud of a defense that has fought all night and made another nice play there. And once again, now in about a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 here, and going to try to get off the field once again.
Yankton's had their ups and downs all season. They've had some great halves, great quarters, some great games, but this is the first time I've seen every facet of this team work together the way they are, as Koffel takes a snap and drops it, picks it back up, steps up in the pocket, and is going to have a steady gain, actually. But Yankton does stop him short of the stick, so bring up 4th down. I was ready, Josh, to call some kind of sack or maybe a tackle after a couple yards, but Koffel kept backing his way into positive yards.
Yeah, he did, and I maybe a little bit of a favorable spot, but still heck of an effort there by Koffel, who made this into a 4th and manageable. And Brookings, and I understand it here, they're going to try to punt it, because if you turn this ball over at your own 19, it's going to make a bad score look even worse.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough decision to make, I would say. It's 4th and inches. You go for it. As far as scoring-wise, yes, but as you said, the negative drawback if you don't get it, it is terrible. Line drive punt right in the middle field. Cody Oswald there to return right at midfield to the 45 to the Brookings 40. Lowers the shoulder pads and is brought down at the Brookings 37. We have a flag coming in after the whistle. And I believe that's going to be going against Rainer Roig here on the near side of the field. That's some extracurricular activities between him and Brookings is Ryan Bauman.
Yeah, penalty there. Going to be interesting to see what the call is. I believe you said it looked like it was on Roig, correct?
I believe so, but please don't hold me to it.
Defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say that was Bauman. I said him and Rainer Roig were kind of knotted up there, but they're actually calling it the other way. So maybe Rainer Roig wasn't the aggressor in that. And it's also one of those things, Josh, and I didn't see the entire thing develop, so I don't know. But you know what they always say, the refs find the retaliation first. They never see the first physical contact.
You know, what's interesting about that, hindsight is 20/20, but after that on Sportsmanlike, that's just a net gain of 4 yards on that punt for Brookings.
Gavin Swanson, the handoff. He is brought down behind the line by Brookings. Jackson Eck there on the tackle, as well as that was... I didn't catch that number. So Jackson Eck was in on that tackle, though, and is 2nd and 12 now for the Bucks.
Running an I form here. You don't see this a ton from the Bucks.
I formation to Gavin Swanson. Spin move. He is brought down behind the line again by Brookings. And after the last couple of plays, Josh, I don't know if we're going to keep seeing it very much longer.
Yeah, that's one of those, maybe it's just a formation they're not completely familiar with as an offense. They obviously like to line up in the gun, run spread, but either way, you know, a chance to maybe try something a little different here and give it a little different look in this game.
All right, we're back into our spread. We have 2 receivers each side, and Gavin Swanson to Rugby's immediate left. There's the snap. It is 3rd and 13. Rugby now to pass. He is under some pressure, and he is brought down. A big-time sack. And who is in on that but Caleb Lohr? We talked about him in the pregame. That is sack number 17, Josh, on the season for Lohr.
Yeah, he's an incredible athlete. He's been doing a great job all season, and you saw it once again there from Lohr.
Loss of a bunch of yards for Yankton. The ball now placed at the Brookings 36, and Trevor Paulson out to do a rare punt here today for Yankton. He will punt right at midfield. the best punter in the state, hands down. I will fight anyone on that. And there's the boot. Lands at the 10, takes a Brookings bounce, but it is stopped right at the 1 yard line. It's a Mac attack. Mac Reichen brings it in right at the 1, maybe I think they're going to give him the 2 yard line. And that was a Brookings bounce, so it was going straight toward the end zone, but old Mac attack there to stop it.
Yeah, heck of a punt there by Paulson. Like you said, Mac Reichen able to pick that one up. Perfect special teams play on that one, as that's actually going to do it there for the end of the third quarter.
Time for a Colgan water break. Colgan specializes in water softeners, water filtration, and bottled water. We'll be back in 1 minute. Yankton 49, Brookings 14. The Class 11 AA quarterfinals here from historic Crane-Youngworth Field.
Education. That is one of our core values here at Missouri River Associates. Just making a sale is not our number one priority here. Our office is here to educate you on your choices in the insurance world. We are here to guide you in making the right choice for you, your family, or your business. Our agents are honest and transparent with you on your coverages. Let one of our agents show you your options today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Buying or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you may make in your lifetime. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm ready to help guide you with professional advice from before the listing until after the close. Not only will you get real estate knowledge, but also we provide moving boxes and an enclosed courtesy trailer to help make the move just a little easier. Call me today at 664-5555.
Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter here from Crane-Youngworth Field, Yankton, Bucks football. It is 1st and 10 for Brookings on their own 2 yard line. Koffel now takes a snap in his own end zone, tries to get some positive yardage, and Judge, I think he was stood up right at the line.
I was going to say a yard, if anything. Nice play there by the Yankton defense. It looks like it was Tyson Prouty in on the play, and he's really stepped up and gotten better with each game throughout the year, has Tyson Prouty.
He has, and he has another year of some Yankton Bucks football time, and Yankton's going to lose a lot of really great athletes and great young men, leaders on this team, but they're also gaining a lot of experience, so there's going to be a lot of familiar names next year as well, but with a whole year of experience in the varsity level. Koffel, snap in the end zone, handoff to, I believe it was Cauldron up the middle, gets past the 5 to, let's say, the 6 yard line, gain of 4 on the play, brings up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, nice little run there. The key of that one is just to kind of try to get out of the end zone. You don't want to be throwing here on 3rd and 10 from your own 2. Now all of a sudden you have a little bit of space to work with if you're Brookings.
My wife decided now is the time to start a group family chat with all my extended family about Christmas ideas.
Oh, that is perfect timing.
So I've gotten about 14 messages in the last 10 seconds, Josh. That's going to be the rest of my night. So Koffel now gets a snap and toss out to the left hash marks and is going to have a Brookings Bobcat first down. That's Cauldron on the carry, and he is brought down at, let's say, the 16. Where's the official marking here? 15-yard line.
You know, just out of curiosity, are you one of those people who don't even talk about Christmas until after Halloween or after Thanksgiving? Where are you at on that?
I didn't know it was October until we talked about the weather, so that's pretty much what tells you about my about my life. I don't know what's going on. And toss to the right side, Calder on the carry again. Stopped by Matthew Sheldon right at the line of scrimmage, as well as Keegan Holmstrom, I believe, in on the tackle.
Yeah, Cauldron made the choice to kind of bounce that back inside, and Matthew Sheldon was in there to clean that one up.
Do we have to give Braden Butler a Christmas gift? I think we should.
I think we should.
You know, like a hot chocolate.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect.
I heard him laugh. And the ball is at the 16-yard line. And toss out to the left side. It's Cauldron on the carry. And I believe I saw Lucas Camshaw flying in there for the tackle.
Knocked out of bounds by number 11, Lucas Camshaw.
And that will be a run of 5. And 3rd and 5 now for the Bobcats. 9:23 to go here in the 4th.
Yeah, about 3rd and, like you said, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 here for Brookings. They're going to have to try to move the sticks here to keep the ball, obviously, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that.
I got you thinking about Christmas. And handoff up the middle for Brookings. Red helmet swarm toward the ball. And that will be enough for a Bobcats first down.
To the 25-yard line.
I think that our, tonight's KYNT studio producer and our program director, Dave Lesher, should buy us all like a big, big dinner.
Yes.
Fancy.
Yes.
You know, all the production crew.
I'm thinking, I think a steak would be really good.
At least one.
Yeah.
And handoff. Nope. Coffin looking to throw down the middle of the field and broken up. Tucker Gilmore. He's had a couple of those tonight. Tucker Gilmore dropping into coverage, doing a nice job.
Yeah, nice ball there from Koffel, but great coverage by Yankton on that one. 2nd and 10 now here for Brookings.
So ball on the 25. We still have a continuous clock here, running clock. 35-point plus lead for Yankton. Currently leading 49-14. And hand off to the right side, and carry to the line of scrimmage. But that's pretty much it. As Tyson Brandt had the ball, slowed down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 now. They're going to give him a gain of a yard.
Yeah, and this defense has done such a good job flying to the football. There's Matthew Sheldon once again there, number 4-5, making his presence felt on defense.
Koffel and this Bobcat offense going back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 now for Brookings. And it will be Calderon getting the carry. On the outside left hash marks, cuts to the middle of the field. Will gain a couple yards on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 8 now for Brookings.
Yeah, once again there, nice job by this Yankton defense, who really outside of about 2 big plays has played about as well as you can ask for, and they have just stepped up big time in this one, and they're getting the ball back to the offense once again.
And so now it'll be punting. Erickson, the punter for Brookings. Cody Oswald set to return. Hovering around that 50-yard line now. There's the boot. Oswald back to return. He'll take a bounce, but he will return it. He's to the 45. Cuts to the outside. It will go right to the 50. More times in this game, Josh, than all season combined for both teams, the ball has been placed right at the 50-yard line. Something that has really caught my eye for some reason. I don't know why.
And, you know, that really is. It's helpful for us, though, to see that it's just like right at the 50. No, nothing that can trick us with eyes, anything like that. Just right at the middle of the field.
Literally right in the middle of the field. We'll end the Christmas conversation, but last thing about it, Dave did respond to us and our request. And I'll let you just read that on your own.
All I'm going to say is bah humbug is what I got out of that message.
That's what I'm saying. Yankton's offense comes back out into the field now. It'll be Easton Nelson leading the offense. Evan Sirk in the backfield as the running back. We will have a lot of depth moving up to get some snaps here for Yankton. And we will take a timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Hedro. When it's time for a new career direction, visit jobs@hedro.com. And let's check on who we all see out there, Josh, as I love when some Yankton Bucks get some reps and at the younger levels. And out there, I do see Easton Nelson, obviously, Evan Sirk, Cohen Zarbach, the 6'2 sophomore. I also see Francis Infeld, the 6'4 junior. I expect him to have a big year for Yankton next year. And heck, the season isn't over yet here. And trying to find some more numbers for you folks back home. Out there is Derek Beal, the 6' sophomore on the line, as well as Lucas Cordell, the 6'3 sophomore, and Reagan Wenish, 5'10 sophomore, to be continued. Ball right at midfield, 1st and 10 for Yankton. Easton Nelson in the shotgun. Claps his hands. Handoff to Evan Sirk. Sirk just gets by midfield, so the ball now will be placed at the Brookings 49 3/4 mark. Right at the line of scrimmage. And Mark Cottle out there as well, 5'8 sophomore for Yankton. And continue trying to let you know who is out there for the Yankton Bucks. And Easton Nelson takes a snap, hand up to Cirque. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage again. And also out there for Yankton, I saw Connor Warren Slaba, the 5'8 sophomore. Bring a 3rd and 10 for the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks run some time here, but it's got to be big for some of these kids who maybe don't necessarily get to see playing time at the moment due to just kind of, being younger players. But either way, getting some nice snaps here in a playoff game, it can go a long way for a player's confidence, and I think you're going to see that pay off long term for the Bucks.
Bryce Kroll out there as well for Yankton. He has 3.5 tackles entering today's game for the Bucks. 3rd and 10. Nelson, the snap, pitch option. And he'll keep it himself, past midfield, and will get to the 45. Easton Nelson cuts the sticks in half. It'll still be 4th and 5. And the punt crew will come out for Yankton. And also out there was Jackson Wintz, 5'9 sophomore, and Bryce McCorney, the 5'11 sophomore. What a great name, Bryce.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, wait a second. Your name's Bryce.
What? Okay. So, but yeah, you were talking about these guys getting playing time. It's going to surprise a lot of people, but it happens every year. We hear these names now, but there was a time when Tucker Gilmore would be a person that's coming out there and getting reps later in the game, maybe. But now he's an everyday player. A lot of these guys are going to become everyday players in the years to come for Yankton. There's a punt for Trevor Paulson and almost pins it in the 5-yard line, but it will go into the end zone for a touchback. And it'll be the Brookings Bobcats taking over on their own 20. It is 49-14. Yankton with the lead. 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th and in the quarterfinal round in the 11AA playoffs.
Yeah, and the Bucks really showed up tonight, took care of business, up 35 here with, like you said, about 3:30 and counting. Now all of a sudden you start to look ahead, and judging by the score we had at halftime, looks like they're on a collision course with Pierre in the next round.
Special thanks to Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And Stockman's Motorsports. Stockman's Motorsports is your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports, proud supporter of all area students and athletes. Donald Rounds in on the tackle for Yankton defensively. Also want to thank Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839. 2:40 to go here in the game. And try to catch out who's out there for Yankton as well. We already mentioned Donald Rounds. And hand off right up the middle for Brookings. Gain of a few extra yards will be enough for a
Ethan Houtman on the carry.
Brookings first down.
Brought down by number 54.
Also out there for Yankton is Bodie Thurman.
And number 8, Bryce Kroll.
And Mika Maska.
Looks like Jason Lachek is out there as well. Saw his number.
Yep, Jason Lachek. Bryce Kroll. And Vaden Greel out there for Yankton. And hand off to the left side on the left hash marks as Bauman gets the carry. Has some room on the outside and is forced out of bounds. Carson Conway, I believe, able to force him out for Yankton. Also out there is Nicholas Frischkorn, 5'10 junior. And coming onto the field, Cale Gary, the 5'11 sophomore for Yankton. With a name like Vaden Greel, I have so many possibilities for nicknames for him come next year, Josh.
I feel like you got to find some with like Darth Vader. Or
oh,
something.
You don't think I already thought about that, huh? And another carry to the right side. Stopped right at the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go here. And this will be the last minute of play here at Crane-Youngworth Field for the 2022 season. And the season is not over, Josh, and that we're very thankful for that, but still feels like we're closing a big chapter on the season.
Yeah, this is a big, big way to end the season here at Yankton, or at Crane-Youngworth Field, obviously continue on the next round. But what a statement by the Bucks tonight on all facets of the game.
And up the middle. And Vaden Greel brings him down on the tackle.
Carry brought down by number 54, Vaden Greel. And number 24, Jay Solacek.
And unless Brookings gets the line, it looks like they are. This might be, that might have been the last snap of the game as they are lining up there with 5 seconds left.
4-3. Here's the final play of the game. Bauman gets the snap and is tackled. Bryce Crawl in on the tackle for Yankton. Yankton is moving on to state, the state capital in Pierre for the semifinal round of the 11AA playoffs, defeating Brookings at home in the quarterfinal round 49-14. The buck stops here at Crane-Youngworth Field. Yankton on top again, 49-14. Josh, what a victory for Yankton. What a game for Yankton. Offense, defense, special teams, and individual performances. Perhaps the best victory of the season, all season.
Yeah, big statement win here for the Bucks. Obviously moving on to the next round. Really just got it done in all facets of the game, on offense and defense, and in special teams too. A couple big plays there as well. Really just a perfect performance here tonight for the Bucks in their last home game of the season.
And we'll talk all about it coming up in the Yankton Rexall post-game show. But your score one last time, 49-14. Yankton moving on. Yankton improves to 6-4 on the season. Brookings falls to 5-5, and that will end their 2022 campaign. And give hats off to Brookings, Josh. They showed heart all the way through. This game was well in hand for Yankton at halftime, but Brookings came out fighting.
Yeah, they really did. They had a couple big plays, and they were so close on a couple others, but unfortunately for Brookings and their fans, it just wasn't their night.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and begin the Yankton Rexall post-game show.
Exciting news, Yankton area. Amazon Delivery is hiring. Amazon Delivery is searching for drivers to deliver packages in the Yankton area. You must be 18 years or older with a valid driver's license and pass an Amazon background check. Work for a company with competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and job security. If you are interested in becoming an Amazon Delivery driver, please contact Yankton Computer at 605-664-2222 to find out more and to fill out an application today.
SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab in Yankton has a newer, research-based mindset when it comes to treating musculoskeletal aches and pains. We take the time to figure out where the pain is coming from and educate our patients on what they can do to improve their functional range of motion. We administer a range of treatments and preventative approaches that are customized to each individual patient and their health goals. Visit us on our website at swatchiropracticandrehab.com. When you need to feel better, visit SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab out by the lake on West Highway 52.
Yankton is thriving. This is Nancy Wenandy of Yankton Thrive. We've improved our quality of life in Yankton with projects like the Aquatic Center and Mount Marty Fieldhouse. We've addressed housing issues with the Westbrook Estates development. And to grow our workforce, we've conducted virtual job fairs, recruitment marketing, and offered scholarship opportunities for careers in our high-need areas. Yes, Yankton is thriving thanks to all the great people and companies that make Yankton their home. For more on Yankton Thrive, go to yanktonsd.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Do you have dry, sore, or irritated eyes? If so, you may have dry eye. At Vision Care Associates, we offer a simple, fast, and non-surgical procedure to treat black glands in your eyelids that can help your eyes to feel comfortable again. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Fieser to find out about dry eye treatment with our newest technology.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is the stop to make any time of the day. Enjoy breakfast items, made-to-order sandwiches, burgers, and more from the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Daily $5 meal specials are from 11 to 7, and find convenient on-the-go meal offerings and select grocery staples, including fresh produce and fresh bakery items, too. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Growing up on a South Dakota farm, you can learn a lot of life lessons, like which cows to get near and which ones to keep your distance. I'm State Representative Ryan Schwab. The most important lessons I learned on the farm were actually about life. Treat others like you want to be treated, and if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. I remind myself of those lessons and the cows every day as your state representative in Pierre.
Re-elect Ryan Schwach, District 18, House of Representatives. Paid for by Ryan Schwach for South Dakota.
It's that time of year again, and Yankton Rexall recommends you protect yourself from the flu bug by getting a flu shot from our pharmacy. Hi, this is Michael. Stop in anytime Monday through Friday and receive your seasonal flu shot. No prescription or appointment necessary. We'll even bill Medicare or insurance for those eligible. Stop in and let us protect you from the flu bug this season. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
And welcome to the Yankton Rexall postgame show. 49-14, the final score. And Josh, what a performance for the Yankton Bucks. Welcome all those on KYNTV 102.1 FM AM 1450. Those leaving the stadium. And thanks for coming out and supporting your Bucks in the cold weather. And we do have a heater in the booth, but I do want to let you know the window was open, so take it or leave it. I feel like we kind of suffered a little bit with everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's a little bit, but a Yankton Bucks victory. Moving on to the state semifinal round, taking on the number one team in the state, the Pierre Governors. But let's not talk about them just yet, Josh. Let's celebrate tonight here, defeating Brookings, a team that has had Yankton's number for 5 years. Yankton did defeat them now this season twice. So I think the tide has officially turned on the Brookings dominance over Yankton, and we're back to just having good games. Or tonight, luckily for Yankton, just a dominant Yankton victory.
Yeah, and there was a stretch that really impressed me. It's immediately after Brookings scored that touchdown with a couple minutes left in the first quarter. It was 14-7. Yankton then goes on a 28-0 run where all of a sudden it's 42-7. You look at it, and this Yankton team, there was a point where they got hit in the mouth by Brookings, and they responded and threw a bigger punch right back, and it really set the tone, immediately getting that touchdown afterwards. And they went ahead and made a couple big plays and really responded well.
Yeah, and offense, defense, special teams. I think this may be the most complete game we've seen from the Yankton Bucks all season. They've had some big victories, and that's for sure, but I can't really, even off mic, I really can't think of a facet of the game where they really fell short. They all came to play simultaneously tonight.
Yeah, it really was a perfect performance. I gave up a couple big plays, but even then, a couple of those were after the game was basically decided. This Yankton team just played so well, and they really should be proud of their performance here tonight.
Just to mess with defensive coordinator Justin Olson on the Coach's Corner Saturday morning, I'm just going to keep bringing up those big plays. He just wants to celebrate and be like, hey, but what about that run?
So, Coach, you're up 42-7. How about that 60-yard touchdown? But no, really, just a great performance overall for the Bucks.
Absolutely. We'll have a coach coming up here to join us shortly, we hope. We'll take a very quick break, come back, and continue here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
Attorney General Mark Vargo here, talking about sweepstakes scams. We all want to receive that call that says we've won a sweepstakes, and scammers know this. If you receive a call or an email saying you've won, but you need to pay taxes by placing money on a gift card or by mailing cash, it's a scam. It is illegal to ask for funds up front for taxes, tariffs, or customs. If you've been victimized by this scam, please reach out to my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Vote by absentee now or on November 8th for Gene Hunoff, State Senate, District 18.
When the game is on the line, you want your most experienced players on the field, right? I'm Gene Hunoff. Like football, experience is very important in the South Dakota Senate. We have a lot of issues to work on next January. like the impact of inflation on local economic development, Second Amendment rights, Medicaid, and value-added agriculture. Keep me in the game. Vote Gene Hunoff.
Paid for by Gene Hunoff for Senate.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. As we come back, the Yankton seniors hand in hand going toward midfield here at Crane-Youngworth Field for the final time as a group. The season is not over, but for the majority of these players, their last game will be played here at Crane-Youngworth Field. Maybe all of them, who knows. But being joined by Coach Terry Huber on our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if it can help you save some money. Coach, obviously just right away what you just saw, these seniors, season's not over, but it does feel like a huge chapter of the season is over.
Absolutely, and that, bringing up the seniors walking, that's such a special moment. I know that anybody who's been a Buck and who's played on Crane understands the value of getting that final walk on Crane. So, hats off to these seniors. They played lights out. They rose up to the challenge. We've been talking all week. Seniors, the bullets we're down to one bullet on this field, and they shot their shot, and it was a phenomenal night with those guys.
All right, Coach. Well, you couldn't quite get to 50 points, but no, 49-14. What a big victory for the Bucks overall, as you said. And we were talking right before we went back on air here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show. This is by far the most complete game the Yankton Bucks have put together all season. Would you agree?
Absolutely. But just talking with Coach Olson and Colpitz and Muth right after the game, and it was just the culmination of things going right throughout the season, everything going right for us tonight. Obviously there's there's still mistakes. There's still things we can improve on, but that was 100% the most complete game we played. And we've shown, this is the Bucks team that, us coaches have been talking about all season, the guys who are relentless, who are willing to do anything and everything for each other and for this town. And it's such a special feeling for these guys to get this first win out.
Yeah, and Coach, you look at it here, there was a moment in the first quarter, Brookings gets a touchdown. Felt like maybe this could be back and forth similar to the game up in Brookings, but you guys respond, go on that big run, and get a couple scores. Just talk about the team's resolve and able to respond to that and really just kind of set the tone.
Absolutely, and that's a great word, the tone, and we've been talking about that for a couple weeks, is the consistency. We can have highs and lows, and we can celebrate the good things, and we can learn from the bad things, but you can't get your emotions too high and low. You got to stay consistent throughout. Teams are going to score on us. Yeah, we're going to have to punt, but I know that the defense has our back. The defense knows that we have their back. Special teams has all of our backs, and we have their back. It's just really fun to see our team come together and just say, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're down. You may be down in the dumps because you just gave up a touchdown, but we're going to pick you up. We're those guys. We're not worried about anything else. We're those guys that are going to pick you up, and we're going to do our thing, which is really, really fun to see.
Yeah, and, I want to talk about rugby really quick. 6 touchdowns on the day. I can sit here and talk about the entire offense.
Let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that he had 5 last week, and now we're talking 6. Continue, Josh.
Yeah, but 6 touchdowns on the day. I mean, just talk about him. And, I want to give you a chance. Just brag about the entire offense. I mean, Gavin had 134 yards and a touchdown tonight. Cody with a couple touchdowns. Tyler with a touchdown. Just the whole offense played well. Just talk about – here's your chance.
Talk about every point on the board.
Just brag about your guys.
Brag about them. Well, first off, this senior class, when I first came to Yankton, I was a freshman coach with these guys, and I got to experience them, at a young age, and to see them all grow together and to be able to coach them it's such an honor. But when we're looking across the board, we have hit charts and stuff like that, and we're seeing Swanee with 15 carries in the first half, and Tyler with 9 targets, Cody with, I think, 6 targets, a couple touchdowns throughout, Gilmore streaking down the field, Global going outside. I mean, and then you got the O-line Yeah, there were a couple holds tonight, but you know what I told him? I said, okay, next play. Like, what? We can't fix that. We can't fix that. You know, it is what it is. They're going to call them every now and then. You got to keep playing, and those guys did. They were just their heart is really in it for each other, and I can't tell you guys just how proud we are as a coaching staff of these guys. It's such a remarkable feeling.
Yeah, what a way to close out your play at Crane-Youngworth Field, as we had mentioned, to open up this conversation. And we have our camera pointed over there at the celebration. You can just tell everyone here at Crane is so happy. The seniors, the entire team. Obviously, it's looking like, well, I think it is final, going to the state capitol next week. But
I do have to interrupt you real quick because the one guy that I was supposed to talk about, I didn't. Rugby Riken. Sorry, the leader of this offense. He is such a phenomenal guy, and the communication aspect that he has grown in has been sweet. I actually told him at one point, I said, you know, if I say something to our running back, I want you to check it. If you're comfortable with it, then you're checking it, and that's just how much trust that we have in him as a leader. He's a phenomenal guy. Sorry, I had to interrupt him.
No, and you're right. I mean, I've just been amazed to see he's been quarterbacking for the Yankton Bucks, halftime 2 years ago, and then all of last year, this year, just seeing his growth year after year, just from the broadcasting standpoint. I can imagine what you're seeing as a coaching staff and as his offensive coordinator. It's just amazing to continue to watch him grow, and we still have at least another week to watch it up there at the state capitol.
We're gonna cherish every moment that we get. We got to go 1-0 this week, and hats off to our defense and our special teams tonight. Coach Olson and Coach Colpitz, those guys, they work so phenomenal together on defense, and Colpitz has these guys ready to go on special teams. And the one thing I like about it is Coach Colpitz, he always kind of says the depth of a team, you can judge a lot by special teams. And right now I feel really good about our depth because our special teams are on fire right now. And I'm excited to get to talk to him a little bit tonight about how he feels about going forward with this.
Well, we'll talk to you in the coach's corner, not tomorrow morning, remember. I had to remind Coach Decker last Thursday.
Yeah, I think I got to go to school tomorrow. So.
Yeah, you have to go do your job tomorrow. But Saturday morning, any special pizza requests for the coaching staff?
No, we love that Pizza Ranch pizza we get. I know as long as there's pepperoni there, Coach Hill will be happy. So
he's the reason we started having to have pepperoni involved. So that's Coach Hill.
They do a phenomenal job. And we appreciate everything that you guys do for us and taking time out of your days and being part of the team. That's the beauty of Yankton is the guys who we have broadcasting. I do this in my class, but I talk to my players or my students about, and I teach sixth graders about play of the week. And I'm always like, those of you who can't make it to the game, they're streaming it online and they're doing all these things. And, I think hats off to you guys because the community really appreciates the access, the full-time access to Yankton Bucks football.
Well, Coach, appreciate the kind words. Congratulations on a big-time Yankton Bucks victory. Go celebrate.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
All right, Coach Terry Huber joins us in a big victory for the Yankton Bucks. We'll take another break, come back, and continue here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
You may not think of the flu as a serious disease, but complications can lead to severe illness, hospitalization, even death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu vaccine every year. Yankton Medical Clinic is offering flu shots by appointment only. Call today to schedule your flu shot or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com/flu to learn more. Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season. Get your flu shot today. So much care, so close to home.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by F&BO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by F&BO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
In the lab or up on stage, Mount Marty University has a place for you.
From athletes and artists to academics and alumni, together we cheer each other on and work to make a difference in the lives of those around us. Show your spirit at a university that celebrates what makes us different. Schedule a tour at Mount Marty University by visiting mountmarty.edu or calling 605-668-1545.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please move forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
49-14 victory for your Yankton Bucks. Moving on to the state semifinal round, taking on the Pierre Governors at Hollister Field in Pierre, but that will be next Friday. Let's keep talking about this victory here versus Brookings. And Josh, time for our awards of the game. Let's start with our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solution.
Yeah, and, really anybody on this defense could have won it. There were a lot of big plays. Oswald had a pick. Looking at Mac Reichen had a pick as well. But Matthew Sheldon is going to be our defensive player of the game. He really flew all over the field and made a lot of big tackles on a lot of plays in this game.
And our Hy-Vee offensive player of the game, with his helpful smile in every aisle. So you and I talked, and it's one of those things where sometimes your person's just going to win it majority of the time, and usually it's the quarterback. But there was, before we give it to rugby, okay, I do want to have you mention a couple of big other offensive performances for the Bucks.
Yeah, there were so many great performances. I mean, when you win 49-14, that's going to happen. But Gavin Swanson, 22 carries, 134 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Tyler Solar, 11 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Cody Oswald with 87 yards receiving, 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. Really, a lot of great performances. But when you score 6 touchdowns, like senior quarterback Rugby Reichen did today, you're going to win offensive player of the game. 3 through the air, 3 on the ground. Really just an incredible performance from the senior quarterback.
Old Rumblin' Rugby, old Rumbles himself, winning another offensive player of the game. Congratulations to him and all of the Yankton Bucks. Josh, let's turn our attention to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized dealer. And Josh, because we already went over most of the final scores at half, why don't you focus on 11AA?
Yeah, taking a look here at 11AA. Starting down, let's start with the 2-7 matchup. T area with a 41-0 victory over Watertown, where they will now play Aberdeen Central, the 3 seed, at home, as Aberdeen comes off a 34-7 win over the 6 seed Spearfish here tonight. Pierre will be hosting next week as they won 42-14 over the 8 seed Sturgis Brown, and of course Yankton with the 49-14 victory, setting up your Class 11 AA semifinals. It's the top 4 seeds. It's going to be T versus Aberdeen, and it's going to be Pierre versus Yankton. It's going to be some incredible matchups here in Class 11 AA.
And I lie. Let's go over 11 AAA here, but I'll pull that up as Sioux Falls Jefferson defeated Sioux Falls Washington 42-7. That was the 1-8 matchup. And 4th seeded Sioux Falls Lincoln looks like they're about to take down Brandon Valley, the 5th seed, 35-17. There's just a few minutes left in the 4th. 2nd seed O'Gorman defeats 7th seed Rapid City Stevens 29-20. That's a close game. Good on Rapid City Stevens. 3 seed Harrisburg defeated 6th seeded Sioux Falls Roosevelt 42-12. And then in 11A, Del Rapids over Lennox, the 1 over the 8, 41-7. The 4 over the 5, Sioux Falls Christian over Dakota Valley, 41-14. 2 over 7, West Central over Madison, 35-6. And 3 over 6, Beersford over Canton, 24-8. In 11B, here we go. Winner over Deadwood, 62-7. Dual over St. Thomas More, 27-10. Mount Vernon Plankinton over Tri Valley, 38-10. McCook Central Montrose, 34-19 over Sioux Valley. And
Bryce, you're reading last week's scores. Oh no! I was looking. I'm like, what is going on?
You know what? Okay. All right.
So
I'm just gonna. That's gonna go up into the blooper reel, and I'm sure all week I'll be mentioning that at work. So I'm gonna go ahead, Josh, and you take it.
Yeah. So looking here in the quarterfinals,
Braden is just looking in here right now.
So looking over here at the quarterfinals of Class 11B, it was winner over the 8-seed dual 32-8. Mount Vernon Blankenton lost 38-6 against McCook Central Montrose. So it'll be winner versus McCook Central Montrose next week in the semifinals. And Hot Springs, the 7-seed, with a big upset over Aberdeen Roncalli, 28-0, and Elk Point Jefferson over Redfield, 42-0. So Hot Springs versus Elk Point Jefferson next Friday night. Looking at Class 9AA here in the quarterfinals, Wall over Bonham 20-12. Bonham, the 8th seed, wrapping up a really good season. Get that playoff victory, advancing to the second round. Coming up close against the 1 seed. And in the 4-5 matchup, it was Hamlin over Hanson 26-20 in overtime. Elkton Lake Benton 52-14 over the 7th seed. Fremont Marion Freeman Academy, and Parkston the upset as the 6th seed over the 3 seed Howard 34-7 in that one. In 9A, Warner is up 48-31 with 1 minute left over Canastota, so they look like they're on their way to a victory in that one. Harding County Bison over Phillip 20-15. Lyman, the 2 seed, with a 34-16 victory over the 7 seed Castlewood, and Gregory defeats Wolsel Wessington 34-19. And in Class 9B, Harrods Selby area 44, Avon 14. Sully Buttes falls to the 12th seed Irene Wakanda in an upset 36-30. Hitchcock Tulare takes care of business against Del Rapids St. Mary 52-0. And DeSmet with an upset over Kadoka area 20-8 in that 6-3 matchup. And that kind of sets up everything for next week. It's semifinal next week, a big week here in South Dakota high school playoffs.
Thank you for smiling the entire time that you were doing those scores. A lot of scores happen over 7 classes. I got the first couple classes right, but I don't know what happened. I started looking at the wrong column, but at least that time you pronounced Freedom and Academy right.
Yeah, I did. Well, okay, not to play the blame game, but part of I'm not from here, and some of the word academy was cut off, so I was super confused.
I think Dave is either rolling his eyes or laughing very hard in the studio right now. We'll find out which one. But we turn our attention to the highlights of the game, and Josh, get ready. Here we go. And we have all 7 scores for the Yankton Bucks right here.
All right, and set it up in the first quarter. It was Reichen Oswald on the fade for a touchdown.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball right on top of the Brookings 4-yard line. Rugby, the snap, the pass toward the corner to Cody Oswald. He brings it in. You can put 6 up on the board. The Wizard of Oz brings it in on the far back pylon. Nice toss from Rumblin' Rugby Reichen. Yankton with an early 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
Fast forward to Yankton's next drive with about 5:40 left in the first quarter as Rugby Reichen on a 1-yard score.
Gets the snap, goes out to the left side, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Yankton. You can put 6 up on the board. Yankton now leads 13-0. 5:40 to go in the first quarter.
After a Brookings touchdown, Rugby Reichen finds Tyler Solar for 6 yards to make it 21-7.
Rugby sends Solar in motion. And now Rugby rolls out to his left. He has Tyler Solar on the near pylon, and he brings it in. You can put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Rumblin' Rugby to Tyler Solar. We saw it develop in front of us, Josh, and well executed by the Yankton Bucks.
With 4:20 left in the first half, Rugby Reichen scrambles for 20 yards and the score to make it 28-7.
Rugby, snap. Quarterback keeper gets to the outside to the 15. Juke move at the 10. He's out to the 5. He's to the corner. And you can put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Rumblin' Rugby finds some room on the right side and extends the Yankton lead.
Yankton defense forces a turnover, and then Rugby Reichen finds Cody Oswald for 21 yards and a score to make it 35-7 before half.
So 3rd and 6 now for Yankton. A couple takes over 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Tyler Solar in motion, far to near side of the field. Rugby the snap. Looking to the middle of the field to Cody Oswald. Reaches up for it, has it! You can put 6 up on the board! That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown! The Wizard of Oz reaches for the skies, brings it down. It is now 34-7 Yankton.
Moving into the second half, first drive of the half for Yankton. Riken scores on a 2-yard touchdown run.
And quarterback power. Rugby now takes the snap, and a spin move at the goal line. Touchdown, Yankton! Rumbling Rugby. Another big score for Yankton. 41-7 lead for the Bucks.
After a 60-yard touchdown run for Brookings to make it 42-14. Fast forward to 6:01 left in the third quarter. It's Gavin Swanson from 7 yards out to make it 49-14. Snap now, Riken hands this one off to Swanson. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to march into the end zone. Gavin Swanson for 6, and the Bucks are back on the board. It's now 48-14. That does it for scoring in that one as Yankton wins 49-14 in the quarterfinals.
And special thanks to our KYNT studio producer tonight, Dave Lesher, to the best camera operator in the state, Braden Butler. And I think he really is expecting a Christmas gift from us now that we mentioned it in the game there, Josh. But we'll have to talk to him after, break his heart. But to all of our sponsors making this possible. And most importantly to you, the listener and or viewer, KYNT, KYNTV. It has been great bringing you Yankton Bucks football action all season long, but it's not over yet. Yankton traveling to Pierre next Friday for the state semifinal round, taking on the Governors. That is a game that ended 55-10 last time Yankton was in town, but this is a new look Yankton Bucks team that we saw tonight. Hopefully this is the team that makes the trip up north.
Yeah, and I'll say this, if this Yankton team shows up, Pierre is going to be in for a fight next week. This is a good Yankton team, and we saw it here tonight, what they're capable of. And if they play like this, they are a danger to any team in the state.
For Braden Butler, for Josh Boelter, I'm Bryce Ladwig. Yankton victorious 49-14. That's it from historic Crane-Youngworth Field. This has been Yankton Bucks football. KYNT, KYNTV.
Thank you for listening to KYNC or watching on KYNTV. This broadcast is property of Riverfront Sports and is brought to you by
Mason Schramm and the Move Group, Hedro, Avera,